You're everyone. I'm Wally, and the rest of the listeners are Brennan, and we're roasting chips, yes.
Yes.
Hello.
Welcome to another fantastic episode of Two People and Two More People talk about things.
You just did all of that, then no one's gonna see it because no one watches this. They all listen to it.
Listen,
We're like
somebody's
6
gonna
years on
hear
the
something, and they're gonna be like, "What is that noise?"
So we have two guests today, as you can, if you're watching, which no one is, you can see.
I'm not real.
RJ is with me.
I'm not real.
No, I am
Lauren-
also a guest. I'm not usually on, but I decided to come on.
Yeah, I decided to have him on. But we'll see how this goes.
There's someone else here. Sorry, I almost forgot. Yeah, this is Lauren.
Yep.
Feel
Hello.
free to not follow her on any social media. at
Please
all.
don't follow me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I
Yeah.
won't.
Yeah, she won't even accept my follow request. I mean,
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
exactly.
right?
That's why there's no use in it because I just won't.
Yeah.
I won't
Yeah.
do anything with that.
Yeah, I mean, like on Facebook, I sent her a friend request like 8 years ago, and I'm still waiting to have that be approved there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think we're quite close enough yet. Honestly.
Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know, she's my fiance. So
Um,
as this is an audio medium, please show the ring so everyone can hear the ring being shown. Bam.
quite a loud
Did you guys
ring.
hear that? That was the sound of a ring. I'm getting closer to this microphone, like this is where the sound is going. This is just this is a prop here, but that was the sound.
Actually, when you got closer, it did get louder. So
I mean, technically, because the microphone is like here, but
yeah, okay.
you and I.
I'll just like muffle my voice like this. So
All right, so
I don't know why.
as
News.
most of you know, we have no television shows to talk about or movies or anything. So we're gonna
Nope.
do something fun.
Not one.
We're gonna do a bracket in the style of that tournament. We're not allowed to say because we don't have copyrights. So we're gonna call it Third Month Crazy Time, which I
Can
heard
you really
once.
not say it?
You can't say it.
That is crazy.
can't?
I
know,
didn't know that.
So it's Third Month Crazy Time, which
Word.
works just as well.
crazy time.
Yep.
I like that.
So we're gonna do news, and then we're gonna do a Disney bracket,
Yes.
the ultimate theatrical animated movies bracket.
Yes.
I have not heard of some of these movies, but
Same.
here we go.
And of course, the way we're going to be going about this bracket is if all of the characters got into a hand-to-hand fist fight, which group of characters would win? That's
Of
the
course.
only way.
Wait,
to
that's
do
how
this
this is
bracket.
going?
yes,
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I didn't know that's how this was going.
I'm sticking to the bit now. Yes.
I was very interested to see in some of these brackets who could beat the crap out of
Yes.
the other.
Yes. Like a bunch
That
of
changes everything.
a bunch of fish or a bunch of cars. That would be an interesting matchup there.
Yeah, and just so we're clear, it's the characters, not the actor, the voice actors.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
okay, gotcha.
Yes.
All right, cool. Just
Yeah.
making sure. But we're gonna do some news. There's not much news, or at least I made sure I didn't write down much news, so that we could
like
get
a
to
lot of
this.
news.
I mean, it's not that much. I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, so let's start off. Disney Plus Canada is getting Marvel Netflix shows on March 16th, and it was announced that we will also be getting it on March 16th as well. I did not update it this ad very well, but we're getting all the Netflix shows on Disney Plus. You know that? Yeah.
Not all
I
of the
knew-
Netflix shows, but all of the Marvel.
Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Not all the
Yeah.
Netflix shows.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So you're telling
Squid
me
Game,
that they're not
Stranger
adding?
Things,
They're not
everything.
gonna add that show about puberty. That's way too raunchy
Uh,
for Disney Plus.
I
Big
think they really should add Tall Girl. That's my personal
Oh
opinion.
yeah. I mean, yeah, if Disney Plus acquired Tall Girl, they
It'd
no
be
one would be subscribed to
over.
Netflix anymore.
It
Netflix
would
would have
be
no
over.
material left.
I exclusively go there and watch the entire show twice a day.
Yeah, just like
Twice a day.
just like
It's
just like-
always on a loop at the house.
on loop, all lights off, just staring straight at the screen.
Yeah.
pure black dark.
It's indoctrination to it at its finest.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the Netflix Marvel shows will be moving to Disney Plus.
And
So I
Disney
can
Plus
finally
is-
watch maybe The Punisher.
Yes,
I want
yes,
to
I
watch that.
highly
I have seen only good
recommend
things.
that.
It was very good.
And Disney Plus is also getting, at least in the United States, I think some other countries already have parental controls for Disney Plus, but the United States is getting parental controls for
Okay,
Disney
cool.
Plus for the first time
Gotcha.
to
Did they not
accompany
already have that?
all of these shows.
No. Yeah, and Agents of Shield is being added. It's not a Netflix
yeah.
show, but yeah.
Yep.
Maybe I
Just
finally
really
watch
Netflix
that
now.
because I have
Yeah.
not seen it. Not finally. Next we got the one last Morbius trailer, As If It Matters. This has been hyped up more than Black Widow, and I'm very unexcited for it.
It is coming out on April 1st, which makes me think it's not going to come out on April 1st. April 1st is not a day that anything happens at all.
Right.
So
Not anything that's true.
yes.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah,
I think this is gonna be a good movie, man.
No, I know.
why.
It's how many times has it been delayed?
Okay, but
I'm
I
looking
feel
forward
like
to
that
watching.
gives more. That's more room to make it good. You know.
You were very optimistic, so
I try to be. Nothing
See,
ever goes right. So
Like
you know.
boy, is that correct?
I kind of thought the same for Black Widow, and then it ended with the giant. Wait, everyone here is no. You haven't seen Black Widow.
I
You
have
haven't
not.
seen it.
I
Never
have
mind.
Not seen
That's
Black Widow.
crazy.
I haven't seen the
I
Eternals yet
don't
either,
really
so.
care about spoil. It has been long enough. I think that.
Wait, well, I suppose you have seen the ads. So you know that there's an explosion, people fall out of the sky.
Yes.
Or whatever. It just ends like that. I did not
Okay.
like that ending.
For reference, I put spoiler warning on a real shit that we did from a movie
Yeah.
from 1983. So really,
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, I think it's time.
Yeah, I mean, I have not seen any movies past 1981, so I really appreciate if I'm checking out that episode, just having that spoiler alert there, like, oh, okay. I need to catch up 2 years here. Like I have to watch all movies in chronological order, not just like ones that I want, but just all movies for like the grand story. So yep.
the just
I'm working my way up.
cinematic universe.
I cannot wait till I actually get to the Marvel movies we've been talking about here, like Marvel, the new Star Wars films. Like I'm still like a few decades off.
Gotta catch up.
Surprises for coming.
Gotta catch up.
According to the director of the Batman, Matt Reeves' interview with Collider, he is interested in including a grounded version of the character Mr. Freeze in any sequel moving forward.
That's exciting.
I would like to see more of Mr. Freeze.
Yeah,
It's kind of sad. I was hoping to see him in this one.
Yeah,
So that's like.
Have you guys
not
seen it?
gonna be in
No,
Have you guys seen Batman yet?
No,
I have not.
Good things.
I'm not planning on seeing it soon, but
I'm gonna
That's
see
right.
it
I've heard
next
some
week. I'll
interesting
let you guys
things.
know.
Cool.
wait, so have like you guys watched it yet then or no?
No, I was super drunk last night. I do not remember. Maybe I did. I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
It could have happened.
Oh,
It
all right.
definitely could have happened.
So if I did, I would have no idea. So yeah. I've only heard good things so far, so that's good.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
All the reviews.
I've heard
For the
very
most
bad
part.
things.
You've heard bad
I've
things.
heard
Okay.
Really?
terrible things about it.
How?
Wow. Wow. She has ears. People are telling her.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
And eyes, and I can read. It's
That's
the weird
wild.
part.
I can't read. They've
I've
needed
heard
this
good
for
things.
show.
Yeah. No.
I've heard good things, just not good things like I'm interested in. Like I've heard like, oh, it's like, it's like darker and more grittier and stuff, and it's cool, but like I don't like the dark and grittier side as much. I was excited for like the detective side of Batman. Like I heard it does it, but I just haven't heard like good things about that. I've heard good things about other areas, but not about the whole like
I've heard-
solving crime and stuff. And the Riddler looks horrible in my opinion. I've already said that. I wanted like a classic like question mark suit and like stupid tie, like that Riddler. I wanted that guy in the movie here.
Now we just
I've-
have the
I've
Riddler
heard that-
psychopath.
This is like a lot more comic faithful than the Dark Knight series.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah?
I feel like if they are keeping it.
Except the Riddler suit.
Well, yeah, okay, but you can't have that in a live action dark and gritty.
No, not if
Batman.
you're going dark and gritty. No.
Yeah, no.
Everything else is dark and gritty. It's all night and like everything is bad. And then the Riddler just shows up in a bright green suit and is like, "Oh my god, like a riddle."
Yeah.
You know, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Just like it's like a noir film all in black and white, except for the green and purple of the Riddler's suit. That's the only color in the entire movie.
Yeah. There's rumors floating around, as they do, that we could be getting the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer March 9th.
Ooh. When is
March
that?
9th?
That
That's
is
like
today's the
tomorrow.
5th.
Oh no, I thought that.
I mean, it
Now-
could be if today is the the
If
8th,
we
which it's not. So.
Do a quick time skip and just
Yes. Now, is there any significance behind the March 9th date, or is it just like a random date that's been rumored here? Because the date that the show is coming out is like the same date that episode 4 aired in theaters, right?
Yeah.
So is there like a specific reason that like March 9th would be the trailer day? Did something else happen there? Or is it just like
so it was
random
yes.
date?
This was the first day that Mark Hamill decided he was going to make Star Wars. Sorry, the day Mark Hamill invented the character of George Lucas to make Star Wars.
Gotcha.
He had a very quick turnaround time if it was all in the same year. I know all the characters are like Mark Hamill and stuff, so it's easy. He doesn't have anyone to like, go around. He's just handle the costumes themselves.
I forgot about that video. I was like, what are we talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You're new here.
Oh
You're
yeah.
new.
it's all Mark Hamill.
Okay, well, all that tells me that you don't listen to our podcast, and I have a lot more questions.
I don't. I gotta be honest with you here.
That's okay. You live with Brennan. I understand.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I hear
yeah.
all about it anyway.
She hears enough of my voice on the regular basis. No need to add anymore when I'm not there.
But yeah, don't you just like you're like a music box. You open your mouth and the episode plays, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Most times I'm just hearing it from the living room as I'm scrolling through social media. So, I really do get the full story behind the scenes and everything.
Yeah. And like, how like some people talk in their sleep and like all that. I'm not asleep. My mouth just opens and it's a Bluetooth speaker of like our podcast playing through like Spotify. So yeah, Lauren hears all of it anyway.
By the way, if you listen to this in a similar way, please contact Spotify at spotify@aol.com.
Oh yeah.
And also tell us who won to this week with saying hello. I think it was me though. Just saying.
The sound was like I couldn't hear because it was like recording started when like it popped up on the audio. I would like to say that I won, but nobody could correct me on that. Like if I'm wrong, like just say yes, Brennan. Very good.
He's trying to brainwash them. Percy Jackson, the Olympians, is going to begin filming on June 1st of this year.
Oh, did they find all the actors?
I guess so. Yeah, I'm excited.
That's so exciting.
I'm so excited.
I'm so happy.
I just realized I put Brennan and Lauren in the corner.
I just changed that.
I'm not
now.
real. I told you.
Oh, that's right. You're not real.
You're a figment of our collective imagination.
Hey, well, I'm confused. Who do you keep turning and talking to? There's like no one there.
There's nobody here.
Yeah, what do you mean? You're right there.
No.
But yeah, so I'm excited for that.
Yes.
Last piece of news. This is my favorite piece of news. Pokemon Violet and Scarlet, or Generation 9 of Pokemon, has been announced, and it is said to be an open world game like Pokemon Legends, Arceus, and the 3 starters were announced. The starters are Sprigatito, which is the grass type, Fuecoco, who's the fire type, and Quaxley, who's the water type. And it appears as though the region would be based on Spain.
They're all bad.
They're all, oh, what a hot take. Explain.
I like the cat.
I hate the cat.
I hate the cat also.
Really?
I like Fuecoco.
I hate Fuecoco the least out of all 3 of them, only because
The name.
I mean, I like Baby Crocodile.
I do not know their names. You have to call them like cat, duck, and apple.
Oh, he's a little alligator.
So
he loses his legs. The final forms got released, and I'm a little upset. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Really?
Oh yeah. Wait, like it's 100% confirmed it's what these are, or like it's like possible this is somebody who's lying here.
I saw it was on Facebook, but it was the Pokemon Facebook.
Oh, I didn't see that. I
I
also don't go on Facebook, so.
Well, but it was the Fuecoco's final form is a little upsetting because he loses his legs and he's just a snake.
No.
Oh.
Just angry snake.
Wait, is he fire poison?
Keep his paws on the ground.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
You absolutely have to tell me right now, does the cat, as it evolves, do its legs stay on the ground or does it become like
Bipedal?
No, it's stay on the ground. Just
Yes.
big cat.
Okay, you know what's funny? I saw a
go.
meme, and it was like you
Yeah.
either get a furry or a bipedal. There's no in between.
This one is definitely a furry.
Okay, yeah.
I've seen so much porn
I'm
already.
trying to find it. I only see one photo.
Not like I looked it up. It was just
It was just there in the comment section.
how did it get there? I don't know.
Yeah,
I read a lot of Discords, so I don't, man.
I
Is it
think
those?
that's the only photo that I can find
What about Quack's?
of this.
Actually,
and this
is,
at somebody else. Like
Is
I
that
don't
like
know.
the full
if
screen
that's,
button on your phone? That's Google Lens. What did I just open up? How does your phone work?
Maybe it wasn't real. I don't know. I saw it and I didn't. I just looked. It was a porn.
Oh, this is
Like, huh,
fan art.
interesting.
Okay.
Sad. Okay.
We were trying to find it. I didn't see it.
Maybe look harder.
We're saying, oh, okay. So
Maybe
what, what do you guys think of the name of the games, like Scarlet and Violet? Because I
They're not
personally
trying
don't like.
anymore.
I don't like those names, but
they're not trying.
I hated Sword and Shield. I like this better because it's colors. That's it though.
it's weird to me that they picked Scarlet because they've already done Red and Fire Red and like a Ruby, which is another kind of red, and then Omega Ruby, which is another variation of that. It's like they need to stay away from red. Like Violet, I liked, at least it's
Yeah.
purple. We've never done a purple before, but like Scarlet just seems like lazy here.
Well, yeah. I mean,
They're not trying.
they made a trash Pokemon a couple generations ago. They just don't care anymore because they know it will sell. And I'm not saying the Pokemon is trash. It is literally trash. Garbodor. Like
Yes,
I like Garbodor.
I mean,
I just
mean,
wish they would have
it's just
given this
weird.
game a little. I just wish they would have given Legends of Arceus a little bit more time to be like good.
Yeah, they just released that really,
True.
really like close to this.
yeah.
And now there's a new Pokemon game. Like I feel like they're trying to ride out this hype of Arceus into more Pokemon games to try like to just make as much money as possible, basically,
Yeah,
without
Well,
actually
yeah.
like putting effort into their game.
Yeah, and like
well,
I don't
because they know we'll buy it. Because
that's Game
Yeah.
Freak for you, man. They don't give a fuck. They just like the money.
I don't know how much time is used between the Pokemon games, but I mean, we just got Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, the reboots of that, like last November, and then
Yeah,
this
we got it.
November
No, we got it
will be the
December.
new-
or
What?
no, it was November. You're right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So it's like a year between new Pokemon games. There's one like in between that too. It just seems like very, very quick turnaround.
Yeah, and you only had like
I mean,
what
this is-
a month and a half between Diamond and Pearl and Arceus. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the same company that made a Pokemon that was literally a keychain. So
I
I'm
mean-
not, my expectations are
Sure,
not
but
high
you
at
guys
this point.
forget that like in the first generation they had like
a
a
Pokeball,
butterfly and like a snake
a
and
Poke,
then like a,
A
weird
Pokeball.
slime. Yeah, and a Pokeball. So like it's like everyone's still like oh like the garbage and the key and the ice cream cone, like yeah, but like
But this has been a pattern.
yeah,
from
this
the
has been
beginning.
like the whole game they've like just done like oh snake, it's a Pokemon now. So
what? And they made and it's like Snake is. It's like they didn't even try. It's Ecans. It's just Snake.
yeah,
Yeah,
they were
it's-
like
yeah, it's
what's
backwards.
snake spelled backwards here? Okay, it's that now.
And then
I feel like some of these Pokemon designs, the developers are just sitting there over like piles of drawings, and then their like 2-year-old is just scribbling in the corner, like doing something, and they're like, "Oh my, that's genius, genius!" And then they just put it up.
Dude, I swear, some of these like Fakemon designs I see on Instagram and shit, they're way better than like what they're producing.
Oh yeah,
There was like a concept art for like when like what games was it? When it was I think when Sun and Moon were like in the works.
Uh-huh.
Someone like posted like concept art of like the starters, and like the water one was like a platypus, and that is so cool. And I hated that was fake. I hated that was not what we got because I would have killed for a platypus.
Yeah, that'd be cool. They're just rehashing shit now. I mean, like
yeah.
we already got you said it was a snake. We've gotten lizards and snakes
Just a
before.
long boy.
It's a long boy.
I'm gonna try to find it.
Didn't Snivy's evolution like lose its legs too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it did.
Yeah.
It did.
Yep.
I guess they don't like lizards. They only like snakes.
Look, man, I don't care about any more Pokemon after Typhlosion because
I don't like
with the
Typhlosion.
fuck you. First of all, second of all, with Legend of Arceus, he's Ghost. He's
right.
Ghost
He's
Fire
Ghost
now,
Fire.
and he looks even more badass.
Yeah.
So I don't
I really do like his design in the Arceus game.
see.
I haven't
So,
gotten that far yet.
I don't have it.
I picked
just
it up
watch
yesterday to
videos.
play, and like I was like, I would rather not, because I hadn't played it in a couple weeks, and I forgot where I was in the story, so that's why I don't play video games. I know. That's all the news I have. Brennan, you said you had more news, unless you want to just get to this bracket.
Can I have more news? Can you give me any more context than that? Because I do not remember even saying that.
I
have some news.
said, what do you have news?
Elden Ring is amazing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, I have been watching one of my good friends play it for a while, and it's so funny watching him get clapped.
Yeah,
It's
not
it's
fun.
so
getting clapped, I
good.
would say.
Well, okay,
I'm not
so-
saying I could do any better, but it is quite funny to watch.
It's
So.
I gotta say I think it's easier than Dark Souls, but it also adds, of course, because it's Dark Souls pretty much it adds those extra hard parts,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
it's not as hard to get into. I don't think. I think this
Yeah.
is a lot like this could be baby's first Dark Souls game, and then you play Dark
Mhm.
Souls.
That's what I've heard about it too, is that it's supposed to be like it's Dark Souls, but not Dark Souls. And a lot of people have been getting into the Dark Souls franchise through Elden Ring,
Yeah.
which I think is really cool.
Didn't was it George R. R. Martin help with the story on this?
Mhm.
Okay, is
He
this
was-
is the
he
good
was a
story's
little-
good?
I mean, it's a Dark Souls game, so you kind of have to.
Yeah.
That there is no story, but there is.
Gotcha.
But everything that has a story, like all the different quest lines that you can follow, are like crazy. There's one I just completed that gives you like it's supposed to be like a really strong upgrade to some of the abilities you get in the first like area.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, now I'm not having a hard time anymore. All I had to do was go back and forth between two characters and talk to them. So, but
Yeah.
the stuff that they say is like, wow, this is a little emotional. I feel like I'm reading a book.
Yeah.
A book, but fun.
Yeah, a fun book.
Like that's okay. I can't read anyway. Do we have any more news? Are we ready to get into this bracket?
I think we are ready to get into this bracket here. I have a way to like edit it up on my computer now. If like I figured we could do is like I could share my screen and like record everything on here. So like if anyone does watch this on the YouTube platform, they can like see
What we're doing.
we do here. If that makes sense.
I mean, it's up to you. I don't really care.
Sure. Then yes.
Oh, okay. You know what? You know what we should do is we should like show it at the end, or for like the final four or whatever, so that I don't
Really
know.
hype it up.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
I will still take notes here. I'll take notes on this one.
That's
We can like just like save the file and post it on like our Instagram or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
Okay. How can
this is
I-
how it's gonna work. We're gonna talk through it, right, as we do. Then we're gonna collectively pick which one moves on. We get 3 out of the 4 votes. We'll move it on. Is that good? You go with that?
What happens if there's
Yes.
What happens if there's a tie? Well, then we will argue some more
Okay.
until
We'll
someone
argue
changes their
until,
mind.
until there's 3 out of 4.
Nice.
Okay.
I feel like Brennan will be.
This is gonna be a
sitting
4-hour
in
podcast.
different, area than me tonight. I just can feel it.
Yeah. You think we're gonna clash that much here?
Yes.
Okay. Challenge.
She did not wait. She just like,
No
yes,
hesitation.
straight up, we will clash.
I
You
already
know what,
where that's
Brennan?
going.
I
like,
was-
yes.
I was thinking the same thing, man. Because your ideas sometimes just don't make sense. I got your opinions. I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but
I'm not gonna say it. He's not gonna
As
say it,
long
but
as
he's
my
thinking.
only opinion is contradicting Brennan.
So you
So
guys have to
basically, you
be
just-
united
okay.
then?
So this is
Because
just
we'll
you guys
be-
trying to.
Different. What?
This is just gonna be you guys trying to convince us to join whichever side.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Yes.
I like this idea.
Okay. Lauren's definitely seen more movies here than I have. So
Oh, real
we'll just see how
quick,
this goes. Yes.
real
I
quick.
bet I've seen
We-
more.
Just due to controversy's sake of this movie, we are automatically moving ahead Ducktales the movie because
Oh,
the one
yes.
it's going up
No.
against. Okay.
No, I thought I was like, I didn't know you were gonna skip it. I was just like, oh, What's he done there? That'll be the quickest one of the
Yeah.
entire
Oh,
bracket.
absolutely.
Just eliminating Song of the South right off the bat immediately here. I don't know.
Racism is bad.
Yeah, that's all we'll say about this movie. Racism's
Yeah.
bad. That's all we'll say about that movie because DuckTales wins.
Yes.
Even though I've never seen DuckTales.
I didn't know that.
It wins.
So
It wins.
so I just know the modern DuckTales because
Danny
what's his
Putty.
name? I was just gonna say his name. Danny. What's his last name? The guy who plays
Danny Putty.
Abed. Yes, on Community. He voices one of the ducks in DuckTales now. So that one
Yes, he does.
already had my vote there, even though I think it's a much older movie with different voice actors.
Mhm.
It very much.
That one still wins.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, we didn't
with
have to.
that said-
All right. So we ready to do the first one?
Here, wait. Hold on.
What do you
Actually,
think the
first
one? Oh.
I
I'm
will
gonna
share my
stop.
screen. Never mind. You disabled screen sharing,
Hold
so
on.
I can't share.
Let me do it then. Share screen.
Even if I wanted to.
Multiple. There you go.
Yeah.
Heck
Dope.
yeah.
Okay. Give me one a moment here. I'm gonna just zoom in
Oh
some.
my God.
All right. So if y'all are if y'all are watching here, here is the bracket that
Oh,
we
here go.
have.
Oh, I
I'll
like
just
it.
give
All right,
a
cool.
quick minute to scroll through all these options. So you can see it, so you can know what we're talking about. And then once I'm done scrolling through here,
Just
we
skip
will
it.
start
We can read it.
Yeah.
the conversation. I'm sure if you're watching it, you can just pause it and
Skip
read
it.
more in
Or
depth.
yeah, or do that.
You want to.
Why would you
So that is what you'll do. Once we get down to like the final 8 or final 4, whatever, I will
We'll put it back
share
on.
the screen up and leave it there. But for here, I'll just take notes.
All right. So the first one, are we starting on the? Or I'm gonna call it the west because it's on the left-hand side. Are we gonna start with the west or the east? Never mind.
West.
We're okay. Cool. All right. So the first matchup it's not a great matchup, but I feel very strongly about one. The Good Dinosaur versus Robin Hood.
I know
I have not
exactly
seen
what you
Robin
feel
Hood.
Robin Hood.
very strongly.
I have not
I
seen.
am sorry. We're on track at the same time. Let's like
I know.
okay, you go first, Wally, RJ, me, Lauren.
Wow.
Okay. I
Sorry, it's just because you're a woman. That's all it is.
Oh my god, guys! I've been so forgetful that I'm a woman.
by the way, this is a diverse podcast. And then there's Brennan.
And then there's Brennan.
It's the hysteria, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay. I've not seen Robin Hood, but even if I had seen Robin Hood, I would still pick the Good Dinosaur.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Let me explain myself.
Okay.
I was excited for the Good Dinosaur for like 8 years before it came out, and then it kept getting delayed. So I was gonna love that movie regardless of how bad it was, because it's not a good movie. But damn it, I love that movie, and I cannot wait to lose in the first battle. So RJ, why Robin Hood?
Robin Hood simply
Is better.
for the fact that it is a better movie. I mean, but no, I actually really love the credits when the rooster is whistling.
Mm.
That whole segment, and then everybody dances across behind them. It's just so after the whole movie, it just brings it all around, and just the music itself.
So what you're telling me is you hate adoption, because that's what the Good Dinosaur's about. And if you hate adoption, you hate me.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but now that you brought it up,
He just does this podcast for the likes. He doesn't freak.
oh yeah. I did this podcast for the clout, and that is it.
Yes, because I have 2 more subscribers than him.
Yes.
All right, so no, you don't go. No, it's Lauren's turn.
Lauren
You go
goes before
last.
me now. Okay.
You go last, Brennan. White male.
I gotta say, I'm a little torn.
Oh.
I am a little torn between these two because as much as I like Robin Hood, I don't like the story of Robin Hood. It's not my favorite. And the Good Dinosaur, I think, had a really good message and a really good story. Like they both have some really good parts, but I think I'm gonna have to agree with Wally on this one.
Hey!
Well, we
Yeah,
are
we're
tied
tied.
then. We are tied because my vote is Robin Hood in full. I actually watched Robin Hood as a child. We owned the VHS tape. It
Same.
was super cool. I really liked the story. I don't remember it well because I was a child last time I saw it. But as a child, I really liked the story. And the Good Dinosaur, heard only bad things about that movie, and I don't like the animation style. Well, just bad things about like, not like bad things about like the movie itself, but just like it wasn't one of the best.
No, it's not, but I love it.
My vote is for Robin Hood. What do? We are on the first one. We have so many matchups
I
left.
think that you're letting your nostalgia and your childhood cloud your judgment about the true.
So am I.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm saying.
I think we're taking this too seriously.
I'm saying
That's
you're
the
wrong, and that's what I'm saying, and that's my opinion.
What a
Okay.
convincing argument. I do like her argument of you were wrong.
Okay, well, I'm going to use that same argument to say that you're wrong. So,
Okay, you know what? I got to be honest. I think I'm going to be the tiebreaker here. I think I'm going to push Robin Hood on because
nice.
I have no backbone.
It's gotta go one way.
Yeah, basically. No. It's more loved by the general public, so I'm probably going to go with it. So it's the one that should probably move on. Even though I hate it. No, I don't hate the movie. I hate that the Good Dinosaurs are moving on, but Robin Hood will move on then. Thank you for all the convincing, Brennan. You were right that I am wrong.
There we go.
All right, this next one seems pretty easy. Cinderella versus Mars Needs Moms. Lauren, why don't you kick us off on this one?
Oh God, sorry. I was looking up Mars Needs Moms because I knew it was familiar, and then I saw photos of the aliens, and now I'm terrified.
I've never seen.
I remember this movie so vaguely, and as much as it's so, because Cinderella is like my childhood Robin Hood. Like that's the movie I grew up watching. I had it on DVD. I watched it all the time. I had two sisters, and I thought I was Cinderella for a very long period of time. So I'm very partial to it. And I think I'm gonna go with Cinderella just because I hate these aliens. I quite honestly hate them. They're
I'll keep going with Cinderella as well. It is a classic, and I don't think I ever watched Mars Needs Moms.
Have you seen it? Look at these aliens.
Yeah, I am too. So
they're terrifying.
Mars Needs Moms came out like, well, first of all, I didn't know this was a Disney movie until I printed this bracket out. I don't know anyone who saw the movie. It just was out, and then it was never heard from again. So I figured that one would be easy. I'm just gonna write the letter.
What even is that movie about?
Mars needing moms.
Yeah, like, Mars has no mom.
Has a severe shortage of moms. Did I say moms has a severe shortage of moms?
Moms are a natural resource on Mars, and they're formed underneath the ground when like dinosaur bones and stuff start to like age, and they'll get like pumped out of the ground. They're used for like gasoline. And Mars was out of moms, so they had to start to import moms from Earth to power their cars. I'm assuming it was something along those lines.
It was not.
That makes sense, right?
No.
Yeah. Speaking of cars, the next bracket we have Cars and A Christmas Carol. Wally, I will let you start this. I will allow you to begin.
Allow me end the podcast. No, I'm kidding. So I like A Christmas Carol and I like Cars. Like this is actually kind of a tough one. It's not that tough. It's Cars.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Newer animated one.
The one with Jim Carrey.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That might change things for me.
Yeah.
Then.
I was thinking it was the Disney, like the Mickey Mouse.
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay.
So when Cars came out, we went to the world premiere at the Speedway. It is my brother's favorite movie of all time, and he has all the diecasts from it, of course, as he does. And yeah, I don't know. I just like that movie a lot. It's a good movie. A Christmas Carol is also a very good movie. It's just I don't know how far we should move in holiday movies on this list. So I'm gonna pick Cars. RJ.
Cars. Owen Wilson.
It's a good one. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just wow.
Wow. I can't. It's still a crime that they did not let him say "wow" and Loki.
The only role he has ever had where he didn't say "wow." I mean,
Right?
come on.
Lauren, what's your opinion?
This one's also tough for me, but I think I have to agree with Cars. Sorry, bro, you don't get a vote.
No,
Um,
I will just say A Christmas Carol to be the odd man out.
okay, but yeah, Cars. I
Okay,
think
so
is-
Cars moves on.
Yeah.
Cars moves on. Perfect.
Well, okay, so Brennan, why? Just out of curiosity.
What? Because
Why?
I don't think I've ever seen it, but I know that like there's like I've seen like a still image of Jim Carrey's character in that movie, and the animation style is so funny. To me, I'm choosing it based on purely that.
And to disagree with Lauren, of course.
Oh yes,
yeah.
yes, yeah,
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I think Lauren's. Oh no, Lauren picked the Good Dinosaur. I was gonna say I think she's undefeated so far, but she's not.
Next, we
The
have
next
Bolt.
one.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Yes.
go ahead. Did you have something
Oh.
else to say about it?
Next one we have Bolt and the Black Cauldron. Was all I was about.
Okay.
Oh, this is a hard
RJ, you
one.
want to start us off with that?
So here's my problem with Bolt.
Oh God, there's so many.
There's so many problems with this movie.
Maybe I don't remember
I don't
Bolt that
like
well. 'Cause
Miley
I remember
First of all,
liking that as a child. I'm interested to hear what the problems are. Honestly, here
I don't like Miley Cyrus. I don't like the dog being sad.
was Miley Cyrus in Bolt.
Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus voice acted the little girl, the main character girl in
Interesting.
that movie.
Yeah. I mean that her I mean just the way that the story was about a dog being confused that it was an actor or not, that it wasn't an actor.
That was
that
a
it was,
weird premise.
It was just like, what? How does this make sense?
Uh,
It wasn't heartfelt either, because
No.
the only good thing about this movie was the little hamster in the ball, and that's
what
it.
I was just about to say that.
Yes.
Lauren, what do you think? wait.
Well, I have not.
No,
I've
my
seen
answer was Black Cauldron,
Cauldron.
but I just
Okay.
wanted to talk about how bad Bolt was.
By the way,
I
we
mean-
did this. The Black Cauldron is that 1983 movie. I put a spoiler
Yeah.
warning on for real shit.
Oh,
Yes, I know of the Black Cauldron. I've never seen it in person, but like I know of it. I know the general story. I think you were watching a video on it at some point, maybe.
no.
I don't know, maybe I watched something. But I did grow up with
You don't
Bolt
watch
as
our
well.
show. You guys are fake
And-
fans. You don't watch real shit.
I've seen the Black Cauldron once. I think I don't remember it, but I have watched it.
Brennan, wait your turn. It's Lauren's turn.
I was just responding to that discussion.
No,
I
you
like
were
it.
responding to us never watching our show.
Gotta get a muzzle for him, man.
Wow.
Unlock it when it's your turn.
Fake Brennan fans here. That's what you guys
Ah,
are. Fake Brennan
haters.
fans.
I know. Anyway, Lauren.
I'm gonna go with Bolt on this one. I can't. I grew up watching it. I'm sorry. I know it's ridiculous.
It's not a good
but
one.
I like
Nostalgia is clouding your judgment.
You literally said that earlier.
I will go
Well,
with
that's when it was against Brennan. So
Oh,
I will go with Bolt as well because I remember it and I want to spite RJ now. So
racist. Because I'm picking Black Cauldron too.
So it's another tie then.
All right. Here's why the Black Cauldron is better. It's not. It's a bad movie.
No, it's a
It's
good
okay.
movie.
I love that movie though.
It was a good movie. It just had a lot of confusing plot points that didn't
I
really.
could pull up the notes for that episode.
I mean,
It's so weird of a movie.
okay.
At least it made sense.
I
unlike Bolt.
dislike Bolt more than I dislike Black Cauldron.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know,
you had to put my
Also-
chair there as a circling Ducktales, huh?
how about we do based off how much money both of them made?
Okay. That's a good idea. Hold on. All right. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Wait. I think Bolt would win because the Black Cauldron was a massive flop.
Oh, fuck.
Bolt,
Yeah.
Never mind, James. I don't
Okay.
like that idea anymore.
Sorry.
okay. So Bolt made 310 and
310 what?
million,
Okay.
not billion. Thank. Oh God. Not Black. Panther.
$3.10.
And the Black Cauldron made 21.3. Jesus.
Wait.
That was a massive flop.
Wait.
Oh my God.
Hold on. You said 3.
310 million for Bolt. 21.3 million for Black
I
Cauldron.
thought you said
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Oh,
310 million
Okay.
versus
Okay.
21.3 million.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
The Black Cauldron was a massive flop. The whole reason
wait,
Disney
guys.
Studios changed its image was because of how badly that flopped.
Jeez.
Hey
And then
guys,
we got the 90s Renaissance.
I just realized that this choice doesn't even really matter anyway, because whichever one wins this will go up against The Nightmare Before Christmas, and Lauren will not let any
It's
movie beat the
over.
Nightmare Before Christmas here.
This will be
So
really interesting when we get down to the 8.
I feel like The Nightmare Before Christmas is definitely moving on to the top 8.
Oh, yeah.
No,
All right,
it-
so-
I'll
okay,
let
so
it
both
get to
moved
the
on
8
there,
and
right?
then we can decide.
wait,
but-
so sorry. Which one are we sending on to compete with The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Bolt, because
Bolt?
that would
Okay.
made more money somehow.
Okay.
Bad movie.
Perfect.
I
And
paid
It's
to see
because
it.
of Miley Cyrus.
We-
That's the only reason why that movie made money.
We paid to see it. Like that was something my family did. We gave them money to watch that movie.
My dad did it too as
That's-
a birthday gift to my sister. And
Terrible.
she liked Miley Cyrus.
Mm.
And I
You
don't
were there.
look, man. I
Guys,
had to
remember-
suffer through it.
You guys remember Valiant? That movie sucked.
No. I don't remember.
It's about birds. Anyway,
Anyway, also based on time, we really need to pick up speed
I
a
know.
lot here. So I'm thinking of like zooming through a few of these. Like we don't
That's
have to
fine.
debate all of them.
no.
Like if there are ones
There's
that are
some
like
obvious ones.
similar movies or whatever, like we can spend less time on hopefully here.
All right, Alice in Wonderland versus Dinosaur.
Alice in Wonderland is probably more interesting, but Disney World did have the dinosaur ride at Animal Kingdom that I liked a lot. So I will
Mm,
abstain from a vote here.
Alice in Wonderland, 100%.
Alice in Wonderland. What'd you say?
Dinosaur.
I'm going Alice in Wonderland too. So you have to make a vote, Brennan. Actually, no, you don't,
Wait,
because it's 2 out of 3.
Why?
Yeah.
Wait, because I would vote for dinosaur if I voted for one, and that would make it a tie. So you
Yeah.
probably
Okay, so yeah, don't vote here. So all right, yeah, it's Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland.
That's fine.
It's a classic.
It
What's-
is a good movie. I just have a personal connection with dinosaurs.
That's
all.
fair. That's fair.
I have
I
the
I
understand.
just really like the ride.
Yeah.
I just really like the
the
ride.
little hand puppets. Yeah.
All right, Brennan. Next one.
All right. Would you like to read these options off here?
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do it. Winnie the Pooh versus Tigger the movie. Oh no, the Tigger movie.
The Tigger movie. The Tigger.
I think I'm
movie.
also gonna do the Tigger movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tigger movie.
Easy win. For those who are listening to this as it should be listened to as an audio medium,
Medium.
we have a stuffed animal tiger here that we got in Disney World,
Disneyland.
and he's our child now. So uh,
Not the cats, just Tigger.
Yeah, no.
yes.
He's really low maintenance.
Oh
There are
yes.
other cats. Next one. Doesn't really even matter because it's going up against Moana. But Frankenweenie or Planes Fire and Rescue. RJ,
Frankenweenie.
Lauren,
Frankenweenie.
Planes, Fire, and Rescue, because it's such a stupid idea for a movie. I just want it to win because of that.
I've never seen Frankenweenie,
What?
but I'm still gonna go with Frankenweenie because I
Nice.
That's crazy. You need to watch that like tonight.
probably there's a lot of movies I need to
It's
watch.
so good. I cried.
Yeah, it is a fantastic
Hmm.
film.
Next one, Brennan, you want to
This
say?
is gonna be a challenging one. Yeah, this is Treasure Planet versus Pooh's Heffalump movie. Now, of course, I'm attached to the Winnie the Pooh franchise for the sake of our child here. But I do have a friend who dressed up as a character from Treasure Planet for Halloween. So it's a very narrow tie. I can't remember either movie.
Lauren?
Treasure Planet.
You guys ever played the Treasure Planet video game?
No.
Oh,
No.
The Treasure Planet's answer. My answer. Is Treasure
Yes.
Planet your answer?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
nice.
Treasure Planet.
Treasure
100%.
Planet.
Because that was gonna be my reason why. Because that.
So the next one we have DuckTales the movie. That's moving on. Next
Okay.
one, Finding Dory versus The Jungle Book 2. I am just now learning there was a Jungle Book 2. So I thought it was the Jungle Book when I first looked over this list.
RJ?
Finding Dory for sure.
Okay. Lauren. Well, I'm pointing you like you can see which one I'm pointing to.
Yeah.
Lauren.
I'm gonna go Finding Dory as well.
I'm also gonna go Finding Dory for the reason I didn't know there was a Jungle Book 2 until just now.
I don't like Finding Dory, but I don't like Jungle Book 2 more. So I'm gonna go with Finding Dory as well. I'll explain that at some point in time.
Wrong.
I know.
Wally, you're
I
wrong.
didn't like it. I'm sorry. I'm wrong.
Your opinion is wrong. Ding dong.
I know I'm gonna lose this next bracket.
All
Okay,
right.
we have-
Next one is Fantasia 2000 and Secrets of the Wings. Real quick, show of hands, or by saying I, because it's an audio medium. Who has heard of Secret of the Wings?
I think I have. Is it the one
I have
about the
watched
owls?
it
Oh, no one's
several
ever heard of
times.
it.
What'd you say, Lauren?
I've watched it several times.
I've
Is
never
it-
heard of it.
Is it the one about the owls?
It is a Tinkerbell movie.
Oh.
It is the second.
Oh, there's a
I think
bunch
it's
of those on here.
Second Tinkerbell movie, or in that iteration, where they travel to a different season. They travel to winter, and it's spoiler alert for anybody listening. I believe that they find Tinkerbell's sister, something like that. And there's a whole thing going on there. But it was a really, really good movie. I really enjoyed it. So that's where my vote is.
As that's your vote. What's your vote, Brennan?
My vote would be Secret of the Wings as well. I don't think I've seen Fantasia 2000, but I have seen the original Fantasia, and that was the
On
original
here,
Fantasia
so.
was very problematic in certain areas. So I don't know the association, but just based on the name, I'm going Secret of the Wings.
Fantasia 2000.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm gonna also do that, but for the sake of not having a tie, I'm gonna pick Secret of the Wings.
Nice.
I told you I have no backbone.
Nice.
Yes.
That movie is just so beautiful.
Hold on, wait. It really is. Did they just agree with each other?
Right?
Crazy.
Miracles do happen on the
Who would think it would be on a
Who
podcast?
needs couples therapy when you have chip roasting?
Yes.
Both of those
All
could be
right.
the name of this episode.
Let's not decide yet. I feel like there's a lot.
No,
coming.
there's definitely gonna be more coming. Monsters versus Oh my God, Monster University versus Piglet Big Movie. RJ.
Piglet's big movie just because of the franchise. I just had to jump in right there before you even said who would go first. So.
Who owns his ass? What do you guys think?
Monsters University.
I'm gonna go with Monsters University too, even though I don't like that movie.
What? Why?
I'm
Oh my
going
God.
at you.
Monsters University? Wow. Okay.
Your
okay,
son will
okay.
be disappointed.
No respect for my man Piglet. I actually do remember that movie. The whole thing was like he was scared and he had to get over being scared.
I hate Piglet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Really? You remember that one too?
I just had to. I
Same
just had
like-
to throw that out there. I think Piglet is a dumb character.
Wow. I mean, you're not necessarily wrong, but still. Wow.
The Pooh
Okay.
franchise owns Brennan. So
That's fine.
you want to do the next one?
Sure. The Fox and the Hound or Fun and Fancy Free. I have not heard of Fun and Fancy Free at all. Has anyone
from, like,
heard
the-
of that?
It's
Is
from
that-
like the 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Oh, the
looks like
20s?
it
Wait.
looks like a Jack and the Beanstalk kind of thing.
Oh, I have seen that.
It's really old.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I haven't seen it in like a long time, but like I think as a child I saw it. I don't have I saw both of those movies as a very small child. I enjoyed both of them. I think I don't have a fox in this fight, so I will abstain.
Lord,
Fox and the Hound.
Yeah, Fox and the Hound.
me too. Fox and the Hound. That,
Yeah.
I mean,
That
I
beats
don't
out
know.
a lot of
Yeah.
movies, I think.
Yeah.
I
Fox
feel
and
like it's
the
an
Hound.
under talked about movie.
Oh yeah. It is so underrated.
Yeah.
The second one is really good too.
Is it? Never seen
Yeah.
it. I didn't know there was a second one.
Fox and the Hound 2 is like it's a little bit more emotional. It's
They're
kinda
very
crazy.
creative with their names.
They are so creative.
I don't think I remember this one.
All right, next one. This one's gonna be a tough one because I don't think many people have never mind. The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad
Mhm.
versus Bambi 2.
Oh,
I-
was it like a headless horseman thing? Was
Yeah,
Ichabod and Mr. Toad like a headless horseman thing, or am I wrong?
that was
my
part of it. That was one half of it.
This is so old.
I
Yeah, that
actually-
one's really old.
I actually think I do remember this one vaguely. I did not know there was a Bambi. Is that 11?
Bambi.
11. Wow, there's an 11.
Like the Wonder Woman 84 joke he made a while ago on the podcast.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
But,
like what I understand saying Wonder Woman 84 if I haven't seen Wonder Woman 2 through 83. Save you with Bambi here. My vote would probably be Ichabod, Mr. Toad. I guess I'm abstaining.
You're abstaining from a lot of these.
I'm trying to speed things along here. Just want to die.
I'm gonna pick that too. Just
Really?
well, look what it's up against.
Wait.
Next.
Wait. Just to clarify here, you think Ichabod, Mr. Toad, or abstaining?
Mr. Bodden or Mr. Bodden Ichabod.
Mr. Tron and Icto.
All right, RJ. How about you?
And am I allowed to abstain also? Because
All depends on what Lauren votes for.
I'm going Bambi too.
Oh, okay. So you
No,
no
you
longer can
can't.
abstain, or if you abstain, then like I can't. Actually, I'll just say my vote is for Ichabod and Mr. Toad. So
All right.
so
that'll
Lauren
move on?
loses.
All right.
Yes.
So he's abstaining this
Oh,
time.
whatever.
Yeah,
I've seen most of these or heard about most of these. I've never heard about that movie.
Never.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Toad.
Yeah, me neither.
All right. I feel like the next one's obvious, but who knows? Lilo and Stitch versus Peter Pan 2.
Already circled Lilo and Stitch. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the winner here.
That's kind of not fair.
Yeah,
That's
it's
like-
Lilo and Stitch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's still Lilo and Stitch, don't get me wrong. But it's an
For
unfair
Peter
fight.
Pan 2, another movie I did not know there's a sequel for.
I
So
don't
many
like this.
people that
I don't
Disney
like how
Pixar
this
pumped
bracket
out.
has
Bracket
things.
But it doesn't have Peter Pan on there. At least I don't think so. It might
Oh
be
wait,
on the other side.
what?
Maybe we'll
No,
we'll
it's
find
on the
out.
other side.
Okay, never mind then. And then next is Tinkerbell and Tinkerbell and the Legends of the Never Beast. I've never seen any of the Tinkerbell movies, so I think Lauren is the one who's the movies on, unless you have, because I know you have a sister.
Which? Let me see.
It's the Tinkerbell or Tinkerbell and the Never Beast.
I've seen the
I
first
will-
one.
The Never Beast one is my favorite of the
Really?
Tinkerbell movies. Yes.
I was gonna vote for Never Beast as well because Never Beast to me gives us the same vibes as Brennan, so it's a perfect match.
See, this is the Never Beast.
Oh,
he
that
is
is
so cute.
looks like a dog. Is it just like a dog? That does not look like a dog.
He's
Never-
like that's what
No,
he looks like.
nope, never mind. I was wrong. It is not a dog.
It's
I
not
repeat,
Tinkerbell.
it is not a dog.
So we're moving on Never Beast
Yeah.
because it's not going to make it out of that round. The next
Yeah,
one.
no, like it's gonna die later on, but it's okay.
Never Beast. Okay. All right. Oh, geez, we have a whole other half of the bracket to do.
Oh yes.
All right. So next one is Meet the Robinsons and the Aristocats. We're going to argue about this one.
Oh yeah, we are.
Well, okay, never mind.
What?
I'm Aristocats.
Oh, interesting.
Meet the Robinsons. I know I'm gonna lose, but Meet the Robinsons.
I would vote for Meet the Robinsons as well because
Everybody.
The music in that movie is so good.
be a cat.
Okay, I hate
Come on.
Meet the Robinsons. I hate that movie. That movie sucks.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
I hate it so much. Oh god, I cannot stand that movie. Which is weird because again, adoption. But I hate that movie.
It's a bad portrayal of adoption.
It is. It's terrible.
Because first of all,
Okay.
the whole time travel thing is like,
It's-
okay.
Yeah, I
it
know.
doesn't
How
make any sense.
unrealistic. We can't time travel just because we're orphans doesn't mean we can time travel.
my vote would be for Meet the Robinsons, but I am willing to abstain so the Aristocats win because I do like cats movies about cats movies about animals for the most part. So I am okay with that one continuing on.
Lauren's face is like, I can't believe you, Brennan. They agreed for a moment and then he went back out.
I
Spineless.
betrayed
cat.
I thought I was spineless. I mean, I am. But
Kelly before my feet.
I like to be done more, but like not like passionately more, not like defending more.
all right,
However, the
next one.
I will defend planes to the death because it's such a
No.
stupid concept for a movie. They already had cars. They did not need planes. That has my vote.
They're the same universe. It's the same universe.
Lady and the Tramp or planes.
I really don't like Lady and the Tramp,
Interesting.
but I'm gonna have to pick it just to disagree with
Planes is
Brennan.
bad.
Just planes is so bad.
Plane's bad.
Planes is bad.
Planes
So
is
yeah,
bad.
Lady and the Tramp.
Lady in the Tramp.
Cool. I figured that would win. Okay. For the next one, it's The Great Mouse Detective, and actually,
Saludos amigos.
Saludos, amigos.
yes. My vote is for not The Great Mouse Detective. I hate that movie. I passionately hate The Great Mouse Detective. You think it's like, oh, it's like a fun mouse detective story. It's so bad. I watched it very recently. it's all of Disney's mistakes that like sometimes we don't through other movies. They're all just condensed in that movie. That's a nothing but mistakes. Nothing like
wild.
no element is good like story wise there.
So you do have a spine.
For passionately being against the Great Mouse Detective, yes.
Please turn the camera
absolutely.
off if you're gonna look at him like that. Lauren, what's your opinion here?
I do not like the Great Mouse Detective as well.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna go
That's
salute
my
you.
favorite movie.
You know what that is? Do you guys know what that is?
I've never seen that.
It's like a 45-minute video that goes through Latin America.
Okay, yeah, that
with
is
Disney
honestly. I mean, to be fair, like if the other movie was like literally just watching paint dry, and I was up against the Great Mouse Detective, paint drying would beat that movie out. I'm just voting against the Great Mouse Detective.
So Saludos Amigos is moving on.
Just trying to
Not
get
that it's
out.
gonna last against the next movie, but
Yes, I just really
We don't
don't
know
like
what the next movie
Monsters
will be.
Inc. It's not surviving past Monsters Inc.
Detective.
So next one is the bear-based movies, Brave and
Yes.
Brother Bear. I feel like this one's easy.
Because I do have an opinion, so I can start us off if like you want us to, or I'm fine with
Yes.
anyone else starting us
You
off.
go ahead.
Okay. So Brother Bear, I watched as a very small child, and it almost traumatized me seeing somebody like against their will be turned into a bear and then like stuck in this like they just like it, I don't know why. Just as a very small child, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get turned into a bear. How am I gonna like survive as a bear? But
Oh, weird.
but I've watched that movie. I haven't watched Brave, so my vote will be for Brother Bear, even though it scarred me as a child temporarily. Like I watched it again recently. It's like, oh, this is a good movie. But like as a child, I was like, oh my god, nature is gonna turn me into a bear for some reason. I don't know why I started studying on that. We haven't decided yet. Hold on, back up. There we go.
It's only hard because I really like both of them, but thinking about it for a second, I have to choose Brother Bear.
Yeah, me too. I don't like Brave that much. Like, it's good, but it's not.
Brave is a good movie. It's a really good movie, but I just think the story of Brother Bear is more heartfelt.
Oh,
Maybe I've
yeah.
been brainwashed
It's
to
more-
thinking Brave is bad.
It's more Disney than Brave is.
I feel like I mean, as much as I do like Brave, and the whole line of I'm gonna shoot for my own hand. I love that, but Brother Bear beats out in story just so much.
Oh yeah, it's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Next one is Melody Time and Pocahontas, or versus Pocahontas. Melody Time is another one of those really, really old ones.
What?
Melody Time is another one of those really old ones.
Oh,
It's Donald Duck.
Donald Duck conducts an orchestra thing is what it looks like here.
Oh my god, that's Mickey's Philhar Magic.
Yeah,
That beats
That's what it
Pocahontas
looks like.
by a mile.
Really?
Yes. First of all, I hate Pocahontas.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Wait,
my
why?
vote would probably be for Melody Time as well, just
Yeah.
because the actual story of Pocahontas is very
Yeah.
not a fairy tale at all.
Yeah.
So just based on like the story like that Pocahontas is based on, I'm gonna vote against.
They basically made a
Pocahontas.
movie. Pocahontas is a movie about a slave.
Yeah.
And how she became
Unfortunately.
that slave. So
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
You know.
it's like a very romanticized and ahistoric retelling of all of that, and yeah.
It's a very weird
So-
move on Disney's part to do that. I
I mean,
get
Right?
Disney's done worse. So
Yeah, the one we omitted from the bracket.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so is Melody Time
Yeah, Melody Time.
moving on then? Nice.
Also, Donald Duck is Donald Duck. So
Yeah, exactly. The next one. Oh, this one might be hard, but if you're like a little older than we are, maybe not. It's Emperor's New Groove and Oliver versus Oliver and Company.
Oh, that is hard.
They are both good
Whoa.
movies.
Oliver and Company.
What? Oh wow.
Oliver and
Okay.
Company.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking Emperor's New Groove.
Oliver
They're
and
both they're both very good movies, but my vote is The Emperor's New Groove all the way. So many iconic lines, so many iconic scenes. Just a really great movie.
As
Okay,
much,
so wait,
yeah,
why?
as
Okay,
much as I
so
like
why
Oliver
Oliver and Company?
Lauren, what is your
Oh wait,
vote?
yeah, hold on.
As much as I like Oliver and Company, Emperor's New Groove wins out.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
no, but explain yourself. I'm just curious.
Yeah. Yes.
Should
Yeah.
have to?
I've never seen it before.
I
So
should not have to.
I've never seen
explain.
Oliver and Company. So
Okay,
you will.
it is a movie about a stray cat that gets adopted by the sweetest little girl, and she has to defend herself from a drug dealer, and a hobo comes to save the day, and then the hobo adopts all of the dogs and the little cat because the cat was adopted by the girl, and then the hobo moves in with the little girl. That part's a little weird, but the hobo is just such a good guy.
Yeah.
I changed my handle for like texting. You know, when you could like send like signatures after you text.
Yeah.
Back in those times, I changed my handle to hobos are awesome because of that movie. I will cry every single time I watch that movie. The fact that you three decided to say that it was better, it wasn't better than Emperor's New Groove makes me sad, and I feel like you're just hype beasts. So
okay,
you're all Oliver and Company.
Hearing his side of the story, does that change your minds or no?
I like it might have I seen like Oliver and Company, but I unfortunately haven't seen Oliver and Company, and just The Emperor's New Groove holds such a special place in my heart. I used to watch that as a kid, so I am gonna have to stick with my vote. Does that change yours?
I changed my mind.
Oh wow, okay.
Because I had forgotten a lot about Oliver and Company, and then I remembered it as you were talking about it. And
here's another thing.
Let's see which one made more.
I'll say that here's another thing about it. When you think about a Disney movie, the music is supposed to be like a big part of it. And Oliver and Company music, I mean, the whole sequence of the dog singing like throughout New York City is one of the craziest things I had ever seen at the time when I first saw it as a kid. And I mean, I could still, you put it on, I'd fucking sing along every single time.
So if we're doing the tiebreaker the way we did it earlier, Emperor's New Groove wins, but not by much.
It's not fair because that's not
Is
a
this
fair
adjusted
way.
for inflation?
Probably not, because Oliver and Company is old as shit. But
all right, well, okay. You know what? I gotta be honest. I know what the Emperor's New Groove could have been. It could have been better, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I'm switching over to Oliver and Company as well.
All right.
Even though I've never seen it. So we're gonna move
Looks
that
like
on. I figured that would be hard.
One's gone out.
Oliver,
Sweet.
and I wrote it down. Oliver and Company.
for
first.
those of you at home, I just want you to know that if you think that the Emperor's New Groove is better than Oliver's and Company, you're wrong. And I just need you to live with that.
Are we
There
blinded?
go
by-
all of their followers.
Everybody is blinded by nostalgia, and that's what this whole list is about.
That's a good point. You're right. All right, next one.
Princess
Princess
and the
and the
Frog,
Frog.
Home on the Range.
Home on the Range. That one's
Mm,
easy. I'm sorry. That one's really easy.
I don't know what Home on the Range is.
That's crazy.
So
Like
there's a span
I've
of
heard
time.
the song, Home on the Range with the deer.
Right.
And the antelope
That's
play.
another one that
Seldom
nostalgia
heard a
kind of
encouraging word.
like Home on the Range.
And
This
something coming up. All day.
this Meet the Robin or not Meet the Robinsons. That might have been near the end of it. This Treasure Planet and a couple other movies came out during a really shitty time for Disney in terms of like box office and stuff like that, and just content in general. Home on the Range is one of those movies. That movie's terrible.
Oh, okay.
It's not like quality wise, it's really good though.
Is it?
Yes.
It's been a long time since I've seen it. We haven't. I don't know.
That's wild. You need to rewatch it, man.
Probably. Or I could just put Disney Plus.
It's another one. That's another one where the music is kind of carrying it. So
All right. So your vote is Home on the Range. Mine is Princess.
mine is Princess and the Frog.
Okay, good.
First Black Princess. That's like
Well,
Come
the music in that's also quite amazing.
That's what my next one is about to be. So
Mine is Princess and the Frog because it has a frog. So that's an automatic win in my book.
I will also say Princess and the Frog. Home on the Range. I do think that the soundtrack carries it a lot, but Princess and the Frog also had a really good soundtrack. So
Fantastic soundtrack.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, honestly.
I mean, my favorite Disney villain comes from that movie. So.
He's so good.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
are you ready?
Doctor.
I've actually seen Princess and the Frog. I
You have
like
not?
it too. I haven't seen a lot of
Great villains.
more recent Disney movies released in the last 10 years. I don't think I've seen it.
Great villain song though. Also,
Oh, yeah.
Princess and the Frog.
Okay, next we have The Rescuers and The Pirate Fairy. The Rescuers sounds familiar. That's like a mouse movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't think I've seen the Pirate Fairy at all. I've seen the Rescuers. I think the Rescuers probably has my vote, except for it gives me Great Mouse Detective vibes, and I did not like the Great Mouse Detective. But I
get them.
it still pulls ahead.
I feel like Lauren's the only one qualified to answer this because she's again, I don't know if you have or not. She's the only one who's seen the Tinkerbell movie.
I do remember this because this is another Tinkerbell movie.
Yeah.
I am very partial to Tinkerbell. I do like Tinkerbell a lot. The Rescuers, I think, is a little bit older.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Rescuers on this one.
Oh, we're united again here. Wow.
For those who are not visually here and cannot see, I made an ick face.
Yeah, just imagine just the entire time that we're talking to her, she's the most exasperated look on her face of all time.
Oh yeah.
That's the perfect way to just
The ick.
Yeah, the mental picture to have in your head.
Lauren's ick is Brennan agreeing with her.
That's what gives me the ick.
I gotta say the Rescuers, just because I don't like Tinkerbell. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I can't.
It's okay to be wrong.
I will do my best to make sure that Tinkerbell doesn't make it out of this round.
Wow.
So.
Well, it kind of already happened because Tinkerbell versus Tinkerbell. So
that one doesn't.
Kind of not really.
That one. See, these matchups are not very.
They're awful.
They don't make any sense.
All right, next one is Sword in the Stone and the Rescuers Down Under.
Another Rescuers movie. I'm assuming this one takes place in Australia. Did not know it had a sequel.
Actually, it takes place in New York. No, yeah, it takes place in Australia.
It just takes place underneath New York. It's like all in like the sewers. There's no light.
Nope. It's black screen.
I say The Sword in the Stone because I vaguely remember watching The Sword in the Stone, and
I enjoy that movie.
I feel like most of Disney's early sequels, up to like Cars 2, were bad.
What about you?
Yeah, Sword in the Stone.
Me too, Lauren.
Yeah, Sword in the
I've
Stone.
never seen
All
the
right.
Rescuers, so
We're zooming through all of these now. The Jungle Book and versus Tinkerbell and the Lost Treasure.
I know what RJ thinks.
Jungle Book.
Yeah, me too. Jungle Book.
Same.
Well,
Yeah,
Jungle
I
Book
think
is
we'll go
just
with
a
Jungle
better
Book on
movie.
this one
Yeah.
too. Because I like the Tinkerbell movies,
I
but I
love
don't
the
think that they're
songs.
better than Jungle Book.
I really like the songs in the Jungle Book. I don't remember all of them, but the ones that I do remember were great.
You guys like the remake that they did, the live action remake?
I haven't seen it, but I heard that was one of the better remakes of like all the ones that like.
I enjoyed it.
I heard it was one of the worst movies ever.
We talked to very different people.
Oh
really?
my god!
What?
This bracket. I'm looking not the next one, but this like
Next one's hard.
not the next one, but the one after that.
one's hard too.
Oh, that's a hard one.
All right, so next one is Hercules versus the Goofy movie, or a Goofy movie.
That's
Me too.
that's a challenging one.
Not for
I
me.
say Goofy movie.
Hercules is overrated.
Wow.
The Disney
Very.
movie Hercules is overrated, and let me tell you why.
I will vote for
All
a
the
Goofy
little
movie.
girls just
No,
like
I wanna do
the
this.
hot, sexy man singing, and that's fine. But that's all that movie was. It's just a hot, sexy man singing. A Goofy movie is actually a good movie, and the
Yeah.
music is
True.
really good. So
Okay. Time for the challenging one here.
Oh no.
Okay, do you want to read out loud what this
Yeah,
is?
you might want to read it out loud.
Am I reading this out
Are
loud?
you sure? Yeah.
Who's reading this out?
You now.
Okay.
Because you didn't volunteer.
It is the Hunchback of Notre Dame versus Atlantis, the Lost Empire.
I am ashamed to admit I have seen neither of these movies.
Really?
I have not seen either.
I-
Okay.
Wally.
Okay,
Sir.
okay, sorry.
My favorite.
Let me take that back. I have not seen this movie to where long enough. I saw this movie too long ago for me to remember either of them.
All right.
I've seen them. I'm pretty sure we own both of them, but I don't remember either of them.
My vote is for Atlantis, the Lost Empire, because I really, really enjoyed that movie a lot. Like that was one of the ones I saw as a kid. That was like a lot of movies like I'd like. I'm like, yeah, I like this one, but like that was one of the first ones that I saw. I was like, this is a phenomenal movie here, and I think it holds up. I saw it like kind of recently again, and like I was like, this is still like a quality film. So based on those two things alone, like I mean, both movies are really good. Don't get me wrong, but I think Atlantis wins out for me here. So that has my vote.
I will abstain because I don't remember either movie. So
All right.
it's up to you.
We
It's up
can't
to
tie
Lauren.
now.
I'm gonna go with the Hunchback.
Oh.
Because
I
Brennan
really
didn't-
like Atlantis. I love the Atlantis movie, but I feel like the Hunchback of Notre Dame has, I said Notre Dame earlier. Notre Dame has a better story to me, and I think a little bit of a better soundtrack.
Okay.
I really do like Atlantis. It is very hard, but the Hunchback does really have, I think, a good story.
All right.
Even though it
RJ.
is a little problematic in some areas.
Another great villain song. though.
So I was,
RJ, you are the tiebreaker.
so my original vote was for Atlantis, but then Lauren made the point of the music, and I forgot that Atlantis kind of doesn't have music.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a really good story, but the
It's
Hunchback of
fantastic.
Notre Dame is like, I mean, who else? Don't we all get that burning feeling when the Hellfire song is playing?
Yeah,
Oh.
great song. That I do have. That I do.
My
have.
heart breaks as he sings to Quasimodo. You are deformed.
I am beautiful.
And you are ugly.
And I am ugly.
My heart breaks a little inside for Quasimodo.
And so Hunchback of Notre Dame, Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yes.
Notre Dame, Notre Dame.
All right. Next is James and the Giant Peach versus Make Mine Music.
Another
I have
really.
never heard of Make Mine music.
That's another really.
I-
old one.
I looked over this bracket before. I don't even remember seeing Make Mine music on there when I first looked over.
You
it,
can
so.
tell it's really old when you look it up, and it literally says "Make My Music VHS" as like one of the first searches. I've never seen this movie. It's right next to like Melody Time.
My vote would be James and the Giant Peach, probably anyway, because like I remember I watched that movie once, and
Never
that's
seen
why
it.
it has my vote.
And it's gonna lose next.
Oh yes, it'll
What?
absolutely lose.
Ratatouille.
You think it's gonna lose next?
To Ratatouille? Ratatouille is
No, stop pre-arguing. We'll get back.
okay.
All right, so James and the Giant
Peach.
James and the Giant Peach wins.
Yeah, so everyone's voted for James and the Giant Peach.
And
Cool.
we're all
I'm
going
glad
to
to
vote
see it
for it.
advanced exactly one round and only one round.
All right, so Peter Pan versus Cars 2. Okay, why? Why did I
Okay.
even say the second one? Cars
Yeah,
2 sucks.
yeah.
Like the worst. Okay, not the worst sequel.
We're assuming that the Peter Pan they're talking about is the animated
Original
one.
animated. Yeah, it
Okay.
ultimate theatrical animated.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, I don't know what the other one, because I've heard the other one was bad.
We're assuming that all of these are like the original movies.
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Also, let's put this out there. Peter Pan also problematic, but it's also an old movie. Not as problematic as other ones on this
Yeah.
list that we also
Yeah.
omitted.
But-
I'm saying Peter Pan.
Yeah, my vote's Peter Pan 2. I mean, it's not much of a contest because like Cars 2 is Cars 2.
No, it's Peter Pan, not Peter Pan 2. That was earlier.
Yes. Yeah.
Never
Peter
mind.
Pan
Bad joke.
versus yes. Because I said Peter Pan 2 as agreeing with you, and it's a number. Oh my god.
Why did you explain the joke?
Oh my god. My brain can't handle this.
That was good at it.
That
Lauren.
was too advanced.
Lauren, what do you think?
Oh, Peter Pan.
Nice. I already circled it.
Did you say Cars 2?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Really?
I don't like the Peter Pan movie.
No, me neither, but it's better than Cars 2.
Like we've said before,
Cars
RJ,
2.
it's okay to be wrong.
No,
It's not. It's why he keeps yelling at
it.
All right, next one. This one's difficult for our generation, but for every other generation, it's easy. Tarzan versus Chicken Little. It might not be that hard for people. I have no idea. I think it's Tarzan. It's kind of easy. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Keep laughing. Maniacal.
I liked Chicken Little a lot. I feel like it's a little underrated.
I can only
However-
laugh when I think about that movie.
The sky is
Yeah.
falling.
I don't really remember either one well. I think I've watched either one in a long time. Just to be contrary and just make it interesting, and my vote will be for Chicken
What was
Little.
the other? Ah, damn it.
Tarzan.
Fuck.
Tarzan.
Okay. What did you say?
That
Lauren?
soundtrack though for Tarzan just beats out.
Yeah.
Okay.
most
Tarzan,
Disney movies.
that's the big thing.
He did
for
not have to
Tarzan.
go that hard.
I'm stressed out because I don't know what to say here. Because
Chicken Little's not a good movie.
Chicken Little is a good movie.
You're being blinded. Okay, you know what?
It is a good movie. I like Chicken Little a lot, but Tarzan has an amazing soundtrack.
Oh, I'm not saying I don't like Chicken Little. There are a lot of bad movies that I like. Like Sharknado, for example. I fucking love that movie. It sucks. It's a bad movie. We've talked about this before in real
So,
shit.
so,
Velocipaster.
so RJ, what is your vote? What?
Talking
Velocipaster.
about really crappy movies.
Oh, okay.
Velocipaster.
Yeah.
You okay? Have you ever seen The Man Who Killed the Bigfoot? The Man Who Killed Hitler and then the Bigfoot? Awful movie.
Oh, no.
Awful
We
movie.
watched
That was
the
a waste of my
trailer.
life.
Oh, you watched the trailer at one point.
That's right. No, I showed you the hand-to-hand combat he did with the Bigfoot.
Oh wait, yeah.
Oh,
You guys already all said Tarzan, so
So
No.
Yeah, you're
No.
Right.
I
Oh, he's a chicken. Little.
Chicken
oh,
Little.
okay. Well, I mean,
We're up for ties. These.
So yeah, you can tie in whichever one performed better in theaters will be
I
the one.
have to say Tarzan because of
Yeah.
the music. But
All right.
I just love Chicken Little so much.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Did you ever play the video game?
No, I didn't.
Oh
know
my
there
god,
was
that
one.
game was fantastic.
That's
I
hilarious.
love that game because like really early on in the game you unlock the jetpack sort of thing,
Okay.
and that's all I would do was just fly around with
That's
a
amazing.
Coke bottle strapped to my back.
I missed the part in the movie where there was jetpacks.
No, there was a jetpack. He used the Coke bottle as a jetpack.
Oh,
get up to
gotcha.
the
I
bell
do
tower.
remember that.
And the last one, Three Caballeros and Cars 3, the movie I overhyped for my friends, which they hated.
Wait, what?
Cars 3 versus the Three Caballeros.
Oh.
My vote is for the Three Caballeros because that was one of the movies that we had on VHS as a child, and I really I don't remember it well, but I remember every time I watched it, I would have a really, really good time watching it. I really like that movie. That we hold a very special place in my heart. We almost went on the ride based on that movie at Disney World, and then she
Did
lost
you
her.
go on the Mexico ride?
What?
Wait,
Yeah.
Why is it in the Mexico pavilion? Only one of them Mexican.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so
Oh, it's a good movie. You should watch it.
It was,
Yeah, I have not seen it
Yeah.
either.
We almost went on the ride. We walked all the way over there, then realized Lauren did not have her phone. And we spent the next hour and a half combing Disney's Epcot for her phone. We found it eventually, which was amazing, but we did not end up having time to go on the ride. So oops.
Yeah, it's not like you can call it and listen for it. You can at home.
Yeah, no.
Oh no.
It's a little bigger than a house.
I want Cars 3 to win.
Yeah.
Just because it's gonna either way, they're both gonna lose to Up.
What
That's
did
the
you
next
say?
one.
What did you say, Lauren?
I have not seen either of these, but I am gonna go with the Three Caballeros.
Score.
I am too. Three Caballeros.
Nice.
So,
I'm writing 3 down, so I forget which one it is.
like I said,
I mean, he's gonna lose to Up anyway, so.
Okay, we did the first round. It only took us 45 minutes.
15 minutes
but,
per round.
but we've gotten most of the arguing out of the way. This round should be relatively easy because the upper.
These are all the popular movies now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, great.
These
Yeah.
are all the
This should be
really
easier.
popular movies.
All right, first
Sweet.
one: Toy Story versus Robin Hood.
Toy Story.
is it the first Toy
Yes,
Story?
Toy Story 1. Oh, that's right. You love Robin Hood. That's the whole reason it moved on.
I'm gonna wait till hear what everybody else has to say.
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
I was planning to wait till everyone else had to say. I think my vote would. This is really really tough for me here. I'm gonna say a Robin Hood. Honestly, because I feel as a kid, I had more fun watching Robin Hood than I did watching Toy Story. They're both really, really good movies, but I think Robin Hood wins out just by a hair.
Robin Hood makes me happy. Toy Story makes me sad. I don't like being sad. So Robin Hood is my vote. But Toy Story made more money. If
Well, probably.
no, it definitely did.
Okay.
Toy
for
Story
sure.
made like a lot. The first one, especially the first one.
All right, Brennan, you're gonna have to be our tiebreaker.
Well,
Or-
he said Robin Hood.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Or you can either abstain or be the tiebreaker, and change your answer. I'm kidding.
I am voting for Robin Hood, so my answer will not change. Sorry, I all of a sudden found my spine. So
These are my next ones. I have to go first.
oh, okay. Lauren will be back. Never.
Momentarily.
I'm just kidding. She'll be right back.
Should leave
I
the-
have all of her votes here. I will say the opposite ones.
If
so.
you let Nightmare Before Christmas die, I will kick you out of the house.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lauren's vote for that bracket is whatever's going up against Nightmare Before Christmas. So
Um.
Well, wait.
You know what? I
Can
think-
we just take a break? Because I need to use the bathroom.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'll pause the recording then.
or
Okay, so we're doing a quick break because otherwise we're gonna be here for a while. But
yeah, hopefully not too much longer. Actually, who am I kidding? We're gonna have to do like speed rounds for
Well,
all
yeah.
of these.
yeah. Well, I mean, I figured
because
this will be easier, but maybe not. I might be
I'm going
wrong.
to be wrapped up within a half hour. So
In a half hour? Where are you guys
Yeah.
going? What are you guys doing?
we're not going anywhere. We just have to wake up really early tomorrow
Hmm.
morning because I have to take a long drive tomorrow for a trip that
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
we're
yeah, yeah.
taking. Do I
For
have
your
anything?
for
Oh, here is something I can talk about while we are on break, while we are waiting for our respective guests to return. I may have a project being uploaded to my channel in a couple of months here, and I
Yeah.
may or may not have finished recording the first couple of scenes for that
Hey.
project earlier today, and it
Cute.
may or may not so far be really good.
Heck yeah.
RJ's back.
yeah, I saw
Hi,
the
How are you?
length of said project.
Oh, yes.
So Brennan's finally making content is basically what he may or may not be doing.
Maybe. I claim to allegedly perhaps be making content.
The world may never know.
Yeah, I know. He hasn't made content in a while. I think the last video he uploaded was the Mark Hamill Christmas special.
Yes. That's no. It was a Phantom.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. And before that was the dude. This I know. Well, it's yeah. And the Scooby Doo video is still one of my favorite videos ever.
This is now that Lauren's gone. There's stuff in like the backdrop here that was not originally in the backdrop.
No,
This thing right here is
a wall.
is like a wig.
Oh, that.
It is a like French aristocrat, people who were who lost their heads to the giant things that France had, like guillotines.
Guillotine.
It is a wig like that. It has a little boat just on the top for no reason.
Is that a sneak peek of what you're making?
No,
Well, wait. Then why do you have?
That's
Then why do you
just
have
there.
that?
it belongs to one of our friends. They brought it over here one day and just didn't take it back. So it's just been hanging
That's usually how it goes.
back there. Yep.
Nice.
Mhm.
So good. Brendan's making content. I will maybe make content at some point that has to do with something other than books in the show. Maybe. Who knows?
I'm not real, so.
Who?
Huh?
All right. So did we decide which is moving on between Toy Story and
Yeah,
Robin Hood?
Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
As in, I just decided to not have a backbone anymore. So,
Nice.
should we just keep going?
Yeah.
Or, like talk about the next choice until she gets back and she can figure it out. as
She
well?
wrote down all of her votes on this this note card here. So
Okay.
I will faithfully read all of those out.
Okay, so Cinderella versus Big Hero 6. That one's actually kind of tough. What do you think?
Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Big Hero 6 as well.
I am also
And
picking Big Hero 6.
Lauren's vote was also for Big Hero 6. So Big Hero
Wow.
6, we move on.
Interesting. I feel like that's an underrated Disney movie. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah.
I've only seen it once, but I really enjoyed it.
Sweet.
Next one is Aladdin versus Cars. Well, that one's kind of hard. Is it?
No.
No, I
Aladdin.
think it's Aladdin. Yeah,
Aladdin.
I like Cars, but Aladdin's better.
This is a tough one for me. I think, honestly, I would go with Cars just a little bit over Aladdin. Not by much, by like a hair.
Wow.
And Lauren's vote is also for Cars.
Oh, motherfucker.
So
I think he's lying.
I think he might be lying.
I'm not gonna reveal all of them. Here's Big Hero 6. Here's Cars.
And her handwriting bad too.
Oh,
That's strange. I should just move Aladdin on because it's better.
yeah.
I think we're gonna pick Aladdin as a group, even though the two who picked Aladdin are the only ones who
Wait.
discussed it.
Wait, so are we no longer looking up which movie?
Oh,
Made
yeah, I
more?
guess we could do that, but I think the answer
I
would
don't
probably
know.
be
I don't
Cars.
know if that's really fair.
I
for
think
a
that's
lot
probably
of these.
Cars
Yeah.
because Ryan saw it at least 50 times.
Oh yeah.
Contributed to most of the wealth that movie generated.
Because a lot of these movies, some of them were like straight to DVD or
No, these are all
Oh.
theatrical. It says theatrical on them.
Oh.
So it's weird to me that Bambi was released. Bambi 2 was released in theater. See,
Yeah.
I told you Bambi's not on here.
Hey, you know what? I actually am going to change my vote from Cars to Aladdin. Don't tell
As you should.
Lauren.
Well, I'm sure she'll be okay. with it.
Something. Why are you even accuse me of doing something so shortly after walking back into the room here?
Lauren, explain yourself. Why did you pick Cars over Aladdin? Also, your sweatshirt
I-
matches RJ socks.
I feel like Cars is a better movie.
then Aladdin.
My evidence, I made it up.
Are you forgetting that
No,
Robin Williams?
I really do think it's a good movie. Cars, even though it doesn't have the soundtrack like we've been saying, I don't know. I just like Cars better.
Okay, well, Aladdin moved on because
What,
Brennan has no
Aladdin?
spine. Oh, and by the way, Robin Hood moved on
Okay.
because I have no spine.
Fair.
Okay, Nightmare Before Christmas or both. That why am I asking?
Yeah, Nightmare.
It's
Before
Nightmare
Christmas.
Before Christmas.
I mean, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas, always.
My mom does not like that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
she didn't like either of those movies actually.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, I could understand why you don't like both, but why would you not?
Nightmare Before Christmas is just the soundtrack golden, the work that's put into it. I mean,
I love all the covers too.
the hours and hours of work that they put into that movie. It's just a phenomenal movie.
I like I like all
And-
the covers that came out with it too, like all the rock stars who did covers of all the songs.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it is one of the few movies that's like in like the stop motion style. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's got that edge.
that one's not explored as much. So
Pinocchio or Alice in Wonderland? Or, no, wait. Yeah, why did I wait? IAIC.
my vote is Alice in Wonderland.
So is
Yeah.
Oh.
Same.
All right, me
Oh,
too.
okay.
Not
Nice.
like it matters.
Pinocchio is just it was a movie. It was
I-
a movie that
Yep.
happened.
Don't think
Yep.
I've ever seen it, to be honest.
it was
It's-
okay.
I didn't like it that much. Pinocchio, I watched it as a child a lot because we had it on VHS again. It always gave me like a weird vibes.
Okay.
Vibes. bro.
Sleeping Beauty or the Tigger movie?
The Tigger movie.
I'm gonna
I
go
didn't
with
like
the Tigger
Sleeping
movies
Beauty.
too.
Sleeping Beauty is an overrated princess.
Her name's Aurora.
yeah.
She's overrated.
It's a little problematic. Sleeping
Overrated.
That
Beauty.
too.
No.
So, all right, Tigger movie then.
Score. I don't know if it, like it's actually moved up a lot
Further.
than I thought it would. Honestly, I'm really hoping that it makes it. Like I don't think it will, but like I would love it to make it like.
I can't wait for them to have
Right
a
up.
war over the Tigger movie versus Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
It's the way they looked at each other.
Moana or Frankenweenie? Moana for
I gotta
me.
go
I
with
love Moana.
Ah,
Gotta
I
go
already
with
started to write it in as
I stand by
Yeah.
Queen.
Yeah, but Moana's so goddamn good.
Yeah.
It is.
Shit, the
It
Predators
really is.
beat the
I
shit out of the
frequently
sharks.
still gets my vote. It's just it
It's
is just
nothing.
it is one of the movies that always gets me.
Ooh, for the next one here, we have Coco versus Treasure Planet.
It's Coco. I refuse. I will not take any other questions. It's Coco. For me, it's Coco. It's one of my favorite Disney movies of all
This is a
time.
hard one for me.
Yeah.
I have not seen Coco, but I've heard only positive things about that movie. So my vote would
Say
probably
that.
be for
You do what I want.
for Coco as well, just based on everything that I've heard.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
I
I should watch it.
I still love Treasure Planet, but I think that Coco wins this one.
I can't argue with how good of a movie Coco is. But just for the sake of me holding it up, Treasure Planet, I'm gonna put my vote there.
What did you say, Brennan? You said Treasure Planet?
No, you say
I say
Coco.
Coco.
Oh, you don't hold up anything. It's 3 versus 1.
That's
I'm-
fine.
I'm
I thought- I
I
thought he
wanted
said-
to be the one
Oh,
vote.
fuck. The next one's going to be hard for me because those are my 2 favorite Disney movies.
I'm also off strong by saying an Inside Out versus Ducktales the movie. My vote is for
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Even though I'm not a big fan of that movie. It's good, but not my favorite.
Shit. I cried when the imaginary friend
My mom
died.
hates it. Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know why she hates it. I don't know.
I think your mom just doesn't like Disney.
She loves Disney movies. Finding Dory or A Bug's Life?
Wait, so I'm assuming I didn't hear everyone's vote, but I'm assuming that like
Inside
that
Out,
Inside
yeah.
Out won, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bug's Life or Finding Dory?
I don't think I've seen a Bug's Life.
I
actually.
love A Bug's Life.
How have
How have you not seen it? The movie's been out since like the 90s.
I told you I've
Yeah,
only caught it from 1981.
That's right. I forgot.
No, A Bug's Life definitely wins.
Yeah, Bug's Life wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ladybug is like my favorite character in that.
Yeah.
That guy, yeah.
It's so funny.
Zootopia or Secrets of the Wing?
Zootopia.
Zootopia. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm-
that's one of the instances where
Also,
it's okay to talk about racism
Yeah.
because they're doing it the right way.
Exactly. Exactly. Also, the sloth character.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Oh yeah, the DMV. That was so funny.
Yeah.
Fantasia or Monsters University? Fuck. Monsters University.
My vote is Monsters University just because
Yeah,
Fantasia
yeah.
has some problematic stuff.
Yeah.
I will also do Monsters University.
Wait, it's Fantasia 2000 though.
No, He
No,
said
no.
Fantasia.
No, yeah.
Fantasia 2000.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, this
said
is
he'd never
the
seen Fantasia 2000, so he just kind of reverted back to Fantasia as to why he didn't.
Yeah.
like it.
Well, it's not the same. It's a completely different thing.
yes. Fantasia 2000 was eliminated the last round.
Oh, okay. So this is just the original.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
The
Yeah,
3 of us
the-
is at Monsters University, so I don't really matter what
Okay,
you say.
No, yeah, I
No
was gonna
offense.
say, I was gonna say Monsters
Oh, okay,
University
cool.
because I didn't like the
Ooh,
original Fantasia.
baby.
That's fair. Next one, and you guys are gonna hate me a lot for this. Fox and the Hound or Toy Story 2?
why are we gonna hate you?
I'm going last.
Okay.
Lauren, what do you think?
I'm gonna go Fox and the Hound again.
Oh, me too. I hate Toy
Alright.
Story 2. I hate that movie.
I, w-
I do not like that movie.
I was
No one
planning to
will
go
ever
Fox and the Hound as well.
Okay,
The Toy
all
Story
right.
Yeah,
movies are
fuck
good.
Never mind then. All right, I thought I was gonna be the only one who did not like Toy Story 2.
I liked it. I just liked Fox and the Hound more.
I do not like that movie. I don't
Yeah.
know why. I like 3. I like 1. I
I
don't
like-
like 4.
I like
Four-
3 the
I don't-
least.
Oh, I like 3 the most. That's my favorite.
That's wild.
Oh, you don't like Forky?
Okay, I like 4, but not as a Toy Story movie. I like it as a Woody
Okay.
movie.
Here we
Yeah.
have the Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad
Dumbo.
versus Dumbo.
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 I know. There's some problematic things in Dumbo, but it's Dumbo.
Okay.
I forgot about
Then that wins
that.
automatically. If I had a vote, I would have voted probably for Ichabod and Mr. Toad just because like Dumbo I liked as a child, but like looking back, like I would not rewatch that movie now. I don't think I would get as much out of that movie now. And there was a live action one which was disastrously
Ugh.
like a fun watch. I had fun watching the live action one, but it's like horrible.
Tim Burton's Dumbo.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think that probably explains a lot.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, now we have Lilo and Stitch versus Tangled, which is actually a close thing for
That's
me.
a good.
I'll
That's
have
a
to-
that's a hard
'cause
one.
both of them are really good. I just
Yeah.
rewatched Lilo and Stitch not too long ago. That's a great fucking movie.
You know what though? I kind of didn't like I liked Tangled, but it's just for me it's just another princess story.
But yeah,
So I
Mhm.
gotta go with fuck, what was the other one?
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and
Lilo and
Stitch.
Stitch.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm doing
Yeah,
that too.
it has Lilo and Stitch has a lot more depth to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
yeah.
and
It's kind of
Tangled.
another thing to talk about racism a little bit. Except in space racism.
Oh yeah.
Speciesism?
Not really. Because you can't. Stitch was created, so.
Oh, that's true. He was created.
technically-
Yeah.
Okay, and by the way, that show fucking rocked.
Hell yes.
The Lilo and
Oh,
Stitch show. That was
Yes.
a great show. All right, so we're moving on. to Lilo
The
and
show
Stitch.
was kind of better.
Now,
And the movie was still really good.
now the last one on the west side here, we have The Lion King versus Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Never Beast. I already know what RJ's vote is just because it's against Tinkerbell 100%.
Well, The Lion King is just a really good movie.
It's like
Yes.
I mean,
it's top. It's like one of the it's like one of the essential Disney movies.
yeah.
Like if you've never watched a Disney movie before, first off, get out of welcome to the real world.
Yeah.
I'm glad that rock was cozy, but hello. It's just that's one of the essential 5 movies you have to watch.
Mm.
I just love
The Lion
Rafiki. Honestly,
He's great.
Yeah.
I
He's
mean,
a little
yeah.
underrated. Yeah.
him and then Timon and Pumbaa kind of make the whole movie. for
Have you ever
me.
seen that meme where Rafiki is lifting Simba and then he just eats him? I love that so much. I laugh so hard every time I see it.
My vote would probably have to be for The Lion King as well. I
Yeah.
sincerely apologize. The
I
bottom of my
really
heart.
like that. Like, as much as I do like the Tinkerbell movies, the Never Beast one is my favorite one, and I would vote for it over Lion King. But I understand Lion King is an amazing movie, and it just has so many great moments. So
Yeah.
I'm not too hurt about it.
All right, next side. We've gone a little faster. Toy Story 2 or the Aristocats? I'm sorry, Toy Story 3 or the Aristocats?
My vote is Toy Story 3 just because of like the ending. It really had the perfect ending to the Toy Story story, and then they made the 4th one,
And
which
they
I mean the
ruined
4th one was good, but it kind of just like took away the emotional impact of the ending of the 3rd one. But still, like I feel like my vote is Toy Story 3.
Mine as well.
If they hadn't made that last scene, honestly, like the last 30 minutes of the movie of Toy Story 3, I would have said Toy Story 3. But those
Oh.
last 30 minutes kind of are very indecisive for me because I hate that one. That's my least favorite Toy Story.
Oh wow.
Really?
And it's
Wow.
mostly because I already knew that Toy Story 4 was being made when
Wow.
when Toy Story
I
3
think they did
came
Wow.
out.
announce that, yeah.
It wasn't like officially announced, but it was like they had like a teaser or something. Or there was some kind of leak or something with all the like new Disney movies coming out. But anyway, I did not like Toy Story 3 at all.
Yeah, I'm doing Aristocats too, even though Toy Story 3 is my favorite Toy Story movie.
Aristocats is like that one's another nostalgia one for me.
Earlier he sang,
Mm.
and that's the reason.
Yeah.
I am willing to change my vote to
Yay!
the Aristocats just because it was close and like my mind, even though like I'm just gonna put cats.
If they hadn't made the 4th Toy Story 3 would be a very good movie.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking the same thing. Yeah.
But because they made the 4th one, it was like, okay, there's no point in you being sad about what's going on when you already know there's going to be another one.
Now we have Mulan versus Lady and the Tramp.
Mulan.
Mulan, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that didn't take any time at all. Wow.
Monsters Inc.
Oh,
versus
oh.
Saludos Amigos.
Monsters. Inc.
Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
the line
this is
thing
so
now?
interesting.
Ooh, The Incredibles versus Brother Bear.
Incredibles.
Incredibles, yeah. I
I'm
don't think
going
that's too
I would go Brother Bear on that one.
I'm going Incredibles.
Okay. Good.
Ink versus E.
Yeah, it's so funny. So for all the titles, I'm just abbreviating it. Then as I write them down here. So now we have Ink versus Ink. Ink for Incredibles versus ink for Monsters Inc.
I've just been writing down the first letter of every word, so it's like.
Oh wow. Okay.
Next one is Beauty and the Beast and Melody Time.
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
I feel like this is an easy one here, especially because none of us know what Melody Time is.
Yeah.
Phoebe.
Bambi versus Oliver and Company. Oh, no, Bambi is on here. Never mind.
Oliver and Company.
Oliver and Company.
I absolutely love the character of Humper from Bambi, but he was like the only part of Bambi that I really liked. So it's a vote for Oliver and Company from me.
I think
My favorite's Gunman.
I think Bambi is. I think Bambi is this dumb movie.
Okay.
And the best part of it was when Bambi's mom got fucking obliterated. So.
Oh my god, that's like the video, or not the video, but the picture off of Wikipedia of like Bambi's mom from the movie. And it was like goal, protect Bambi.
Failed.
Failed.
Like status failed or whatever.
Status failed.
Yeah, that was
It's
great.
so good.
Next one is 101 Dalmatians versus Princess and the Frog. Princess and the Frog. I don't like 101 Dalmatians. Like, it's good, but it's like.
This would be a vote for 101 Dalmatians for me. I really, really liked
yeah.
101 Dalmatian as a kid.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I really like that movie. Like, Princess and the Frog, like is fantastic.
Totally
It's
solid.
great soundtrack, great characters, great story. But I really, really liked 101 Dalmatians a lot.
No, she didn't do it. She wanted to though.
Oh yeah. So
What?
it's probably the most terrifying villain in all of Disney, just for the simple fact that like it could exist in real life, that someone could actually want to kill dogs and make coats out of them.
Seeing her drive, I love the scene where she's driving the car.
Yeah.
It's
Another
so
great villain song.
Mhm.
Believe it or not, I like Selena Gomez's version of it better because it's heavier. It's got a nice rock tone to it.
Mhm.
I'm still not convinced. I'm
talking
still
about
going
for the
Princess and the
new-
Frog.
For the new.
No, I didn't.
Wait.
I don't. It was like, remember those like That's So Disney or whatever.
Oh yeah.
They just covered like pop Disney people cover Disney songs.
Yeah, I remember that now. Nah, Princess and the Frog still.
Princess and the Frog is the winner.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like
Yeah,
we're
I'm 100% for 101 Dalmatians.
yeah, so it looks like we're both like all of us are pretty set. So how do we want to do a tiebreaker for this here?
Which
Are we doing
villain
which
song
one?
is better?
Dr. Facilier.
Dr. Facilios.
I like 101 Dalmatians more.
Villain songs, as far as it goes, I do say Princess of the Frog.
But why are we doing villain songs for the tiebreaker? That seems very
Because
uh,
those two characters
drive.
made the
Because they have the two best villain songs.
Yeah.
okay.
Like,
They
two
do
really
have some
villain
pretty
songs.
good comparable ones.
All right.
Villain
All right.
songs.
I'm sad to see 101 Dalmatians go, but
I am
Princess and the
too.
Frog, it is.
I'm not. Princess and the Frog's better. Next is Finding Nemo and the Rescuers. So
Finding
It's
Nemo.
My
Finding
vote
Nemo.
is
Nemo.
yeah.
Finding Nemo. F and Finding Nemo. Wally and versus Sword in the Stone.
You.
Wally.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah.
Wally. I cannot tell you how many times people fucking said that to me throughout my life. You know, someone once asked me if I was named after that movie. I'm like, are you dense?
Really?
Are you dumb?
Someone thought you were named after Wally. Didn't it come out like
2008.
you were alive when the movie came out, right?
I was 10.
Yeah.
No, they legally changed your name.
I don't remember the movie
Well,
came
okay,
out.
they did, but not to Wally.
Oh man.
Next one is Frozen versus the Jungle Book.
Ooh.
Jungle Book.
Jungle Book, yeah. I liked Frozen, don't get me wrong, but it was just so overhyped, and the Jungle Book just has so much of a better story.
My
in
vote would be
opinion.
for the Jungle Book as well. Like Frozen was a solid movie, but like the Jungle Book is classic.
I'm all for Elsa. She was a queen. Jungle Book.
Literally.
So I'll go ahead and say that Jungle Book was the better movie, but only by the music. The story of the Jungle Book I didn't really vibe with.
I get that.
Because the fact that the first animal that
It really doesn't make any sense. does it?
Mowgli comes into contact with is what isn't it, the
The bear.
leopard?
Oh no.
Isn't it the leopard?
Yeah, I
first?
think it is leopard.
And then he meets everybody else. He would be fucking mauled to death in real life.
It's true.
And I just, even as a little kid, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Why is this little boy not being?
Well, that's the magic of the Disney movie, right? I mean, to be fair, Frozen is just she has ice powers.
Right, but at least I could get behind that because she's a princess in a far off land. So
Far off, non-existent.
Exactly. So.
Next one is Goofy movie versus Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
A Goofy
movie.
My vote is Pooh just because of the franchise. But I understand if like a Goofy movie wins because that one probably like story wise and everything is the better movie. Just like nostalgic childhood stuff. I very much like all of the
soundtrack, animation, everything is better.
Lauren?
I like a Goofy movie, honestly.
I-
I'm going with that.
Next one is seven white men snow dwarfs. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs versus the Hunchback and Notre Dame.
Hunchback.
Hunchback. The Hunchback all the way.
Snow White is overrated.
Ratatouille versus James and the Giant Peach.
Rat.
What you said.
Mm.
It's Ratatouille. Ratatouille is my favorite Pixar movie ever. So
Mm.
Yeah. I love the whole dynamic of the movie.
What'd you say, Brennan? What'd you say your vote was?
I said Rat.
When me and Brennan did our ranking video, Ratatouille was in our top 2, both of us.
Yeah.
Okay, I do remember that.
The odds are stacked against you here.
Yeah. The Little Mermaid versus. Next up is The Little Mermaid versus Peter Pan.
Little Mermaid. That one's my favorite princess movie. Because I may be 20, I may almost be 24, but I'm allowed to have my favorite princess movie.
She gave up being a princess for some dick.
I respect her for it.
Mm-mm. She gave up being a princess of fucking Atlantis for some dick, and not even in some good dick either. He wasn't handsome. He was just.
If I was in the same scenario for some,
dude.
well, but I'm also desperate.
Look, I don't care.
He's
What was the other
Peter
option?
Pan.
Peter Pan. I don't even like Peter Pan like that, but I like it more than I like. Yeah.
What about you guys?
Mermaid.
I don't know. I'm a little partial on this one. I have a little bit of bias because my sister nonstop sang that soundtrack for her entire life. So I hate the soundtrack just because it's associated with her.
Little Mermaid or Peter Pan?
Little Mermaid.
I would be impressive with Peter Pan because there's like no singing in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was the entire soundtrack, just dead silence at all hours. It drove me crazy.
It was a thing. So like I'm really partial to Peter Pan, but I do like the Little Mermaid.
So Little Mermaid, is that your final answer? All right.
The Little Mermaid moves on. Next is Wreck-It Ralph versus Tarzan.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Whoa.
Wreck-It Ralph.
My vote is for Wreck-It Ralph as well. This doesn't seem like a fair comparison. These movies are not similar like at all. There's not a lot to compare them on directly.
I will lose my spine again. I'll pick Wreck-It Ralph.
So
Okay.
I will say, I just want to say why real quick.
Yeah, of course.
Phil Collins goes hard every time.
Too hard.
But Owl City went fucking harder with their one song. I can't even remember the name of it though, unfortunately. But they had the soundtrack for it, and then it's just you can hear it the whole time in the movie without it's not even playing, but you could hear it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I like Tarzan more, but Wreck-It Ralph was a really, really good one. So I'm not upset with that.
I mean, a video game.
Next,
Three Caballeros.
Yeah, I feel like the movie that I like I have a vote here, but I feel like I'm gonna get outvoted very quickly.
What is it?
Up.
Oh, up. Yeah, up.
Yep.
And it's up, and it's up, and it's up, and it's
What's the next option?
all right. So back to the other side.
Back to the other side now.
Round 3.
Yeah.
Round 3. Fight.
Yes.
Robin Hood versus Big Hero 6.
Yes.
That's a hard one.
For me, it's Big Hero 6. Again, I've never seen Robin Hood,
Yeah.
so like
That's an easy
Yeah.
one for me.
I
Big
believe
Hero
for me
6.
it's Big Hero 6 as well. Unfortunately, as much as I did like seeing Robin Hood as a child, I really liked like when Big Hero 6 was that in theaters, and like afterwards I feel like I liked Big Hero 6 more.
A while ago, we there's like a rumor that like Big Hero 6 was supposed to join the MCU because it's originally a Marvel comic.
Yeah.
Oh
That'd be
wow.
sick. I would love that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's fine.
Robin Hood went a lot further than I expected it to. But then again,
You haven't seen
I'm the
it.
one who bent and didn't break.
I've
I've
already started to write The Nightmare Before Christmas in here because I know that Lauren will
over
passionately
Aladdin.
defend that movie against Aladdin, and I am on her side here.
It's
I-
Aladdin.
I really think it's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
I would prefer The Nightmare Before Christmas up above Aladdin here. It looks like we're tied here, so I may need to erase my answer depending on what we decide to do for a tiebreak around here. Like my vote's The Nightmare Before Christmas, babe. I'm not changing that,
Mhm.
but I feel like we're gonna have to do some kind of tiebreaker, and I don't know what we're gonna do for a tiebreaker
In
here.
Okay.
terms
All
of
right. I got it.
Like in terms of story and
So,
soundtrack,
Okay,
style.
we'll take the biggest songs from both movies and we'll say which one's better. What's the
The
big?
biggest-
Okay, this is Halloween, right?
Yeah.
So this is Halloween, or wait, it's not even. There's too many. What is it? The big one for Aladdin? I was gonna say
It's like
The
a whole new world, right?
the
Whole
biggest
New World,
one-
but for me it was
you
Never
got-
Had a Friend.
Never Had a Friend in Me was like the song for like
Never
a
Had a
long
Friend
time.
is such a good song.
And then even with the remake,
Did you
It
have
was
you heard the
still-
Neo version of that song?
the what?
Neo. He does a version of that song. It's really fucking.
Or is
Yes.
Neo?
Oh, I'll show you after.
The
this.
R&B artist.
Yeah.
big sign.
there's so many songs in Nightmare Before Christmas though that just
What's
go hard. They
this?
all
Yeah.
like
Be
what-
like,
what's this?
Aladdin too.
the Boogeyman song, like every single song in there. There's never a dull moment.
Yeah,
Are you willing to break on
Okay.
this one?
I think I would
Okay.
agree that Nightmare
I'm
Before
not-
Christmas
I'm
has
gonna
better.
break. I'm gonna break and say The Nightmare Before Christmas because the story is better than Aladdin's story.
Aladdin's story's weird.
Because I'm pretty sure Aladdin was like 20
Arabian
something
Mhm.
and Jasmine was like 16.
I'll give Nightmare Before Christmas because it's an original story and Aladdin is like a loose adaptation of Arabian Nights, I believe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Nightmare Before
Yeah.
Christmas. I don't think it's it might get further. I don't know. Anyway, next one is Alice in Wonderland or the Tigger movie.
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, sorry, Brennan.
That's as far as it goes.
It got a lot further than I think I
Yeah.
expected. Moana versus Coco, and this is where I am not voting on this one.
You're gonna abstain from this one?
I'm abstaining from this one. It's too difficult for me to choose.
What?
I'm
Oh,
Moana
abstaining.
versus Coco.
oh, okay. I haven't had time to write Alice in Wonderland yet.
Oh, that is a really tough one.
I will say Moana just because I've actually watched Moana and haven't had a chance to see Coco yet. So it's not necessarily fair. If it's a tie or whatever, then I'll abstain. But
I'm gonna say Coco. I haven't like personally watched Coco, but I've just heard so many overwhelming things, and I know the general story, and I feel like it outranks Moana in a lot of areas.
Recuérdame. Every time I hear it, I cry.
Yeah. The
Like the soundtrack I've heard, it is really
You guys should
good.
sit down and watch Coco. It's really, really good.
I didn't think before watching Coco, I didn't think that it was like that good of a movie because I had only seen bits and pieces of it, and I was like, okay, this is just a sad Disney movie, or a sad Pixar movie, it's whatever. But when I did like watch it all the way through, it was like it's just one of the most emotional experiences I've ever had. And I love Moana, but I kind of didn't for a long time because my little brother would just be blasting it.
Was he rapping the Rock with the Rock?
It was that, and then just
With the Rock.
every song really the whole soundtrack for Moana he would like play for like a long time.
Gotcha.
And
So
it was just annoying at some point. So it's a good soundtrack, but it just is overplayed.
it was
in my
fatigue
head.
for you. Yeah. So we're picking Coco.
Going
Moving
with
on.
Coco,
All right.
yeah.
Sounds good.
sweet.
What the fuck is Inside Out versus A Bug's Life?
Bug's Life.
Yeah, me too.
It would be Inside Out for me just because like I really like
How is-
I'm surprised about how accurate Inside Out is, like actual like psychology stuff. It's pretty
Right.
impressive. They did not have to go that hard in like the science of
Yeah.
all of it, but like they actually did. So
Yeah, Bug's Life is really funny, but Inside Out I think has made more of an impact on like
That's
Okay.
fair.
on
No one ever
on-
talks about Bugs Life.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I
can-
mean, partially because it is an older movie, but
That's also true.
I can switch my.
Yeah, I'll
vote,
switch
though,
mine.
for that.
Yeah, we're
So
good. I'm
Inside
good with the
Out.
Inside Out. I would have been good with either, honestly. But
sweet.
next one
Zootopia
is
versus Monsters University.
Zootopia.
I like Zootopia as well.
Same.
Wait, what?
Like
did
Monsters
you guys-
University is good, but I mean, we're getting to that point where all these movies or most of these movies are good,
Yes.
but Zootopia, I think it did a lot better.
Me too.
All right, see, now you're making me actually think about the movies instead of just which ones I liked.
I know. We're sorry. I'm making you think this.
All right. So next up is the fox versus the elephant.
Oh, Fox.
Fox.
Fox and Hound.
Oops.
He drew a
My-
very long F.
My hand slipped, so I was like, okay, F. Oops. So it is a very wide F.
Next one. Oh, this one's tough. Lilo and Stitch versus the Lion King.
I don't know.
My vote is probably Lilo and Stitch. Like it's close, but I feel like Lilo and Stitch has a more interesting story.
I think
Because it's this for me, it's the story of Lilo and Stitch and like the content of it versus the soundtrack
Yeah, it's really
of
what
Lion
it is.
King,
yeah,
basically.
that's true.
Which,
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Oh well. So are both of you saying Lilo and Stitch then?
I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn on this one. I could be
I am.
swayed.
So here's my. I have to say Lion
I
King
think I'm gonna say Lion King too.
because the story is
Well, it doesn't matter, but yeah.
Yeah, it
the
does.
story is good, but the soundtrack brings it up so much,
Elton John, really.
and because of how it has those like African roots, it has a little bit more flavor to me. And you know, it still is like an all-white cast, the original one at least. But when
I
it
haven't
came
seen the new
to the new one, the remake was phenomenal.
I haven't seen it.
It was weird, but it was just so good.
It's
And I
Yeah,
feel
the,
like
the animation could have been better, but I think the casting did a lot
live
for it.
action version.
Yeah. And when it came to, I keep forgetting what the other option is.
Oh, Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch. I really like the story, and like you said, it's an interesting story. But I think the feeling of the story for Lion King is more of a feel story for me.
He can feel the love tonight.
Yeah, I can't. I can't feel anything tonight. My brain hurts.
That was me yesterday. Anyway, all right. Next
So-
one is
Yes. Yeah, so let's say so if Lauren is abstaining from vote, then it looks like the Lion King is the clear winner for that one.
Cool.
So yes.
all right.
Now
Next one.
back on the eastern half.
Aristocats versus Milan. That one's hard.
No, Aristocats.
Really
Mhm.
interesting.
I
What about you guys?
feel Mulan.
Yeah, I'm going Mulan.
I am too.
I don't think for me the soundtrack wasn't good enough.
I'm gonna make a man out of you.
That was
Yeah, but the story and the context, I think Mulan beats out.
that's true.
Let's get down to
Okay.
business.
Now
So, I don't know.
versus
One
Ink.
song from the Aristocats. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I used to have an Aristocats
I used to
plush
watch
toy,
it like a lot.
like the little white one. I had the stuff.
Oh,
in
yeah.
of it.
Anyway,
Nice.
now we have Ink versus Ink. Is it Monsters
Ooh,
Inc. or
this
is
one
it
is
the
hard.
Incredibles?
Incredibles versus Monsters Inc.
So when it comes to just pure raw story, I think Incredibles wins there. But Monsters Inc. is more of a, I mean, that's Pixar versus Pixar. So
They animated each hair on Sully's back. That's wild to me.
they
Yeah.
did.
I'm going Monsters Inc.
My vote would be for the Incredibles, but I will probably lose.
So Boo or not Boo? Jack versus Boo.
Jack.
I think I'm gonna go with the Incredibles. Oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna go with Monsters Inc. Yeah, Monsters Inc. is my answer.
If it's Boo versus Jack, that's different. But I feel like that Monsters Inc. does a lot more in terms because The Incredibles is a good movie, but
Incredibles.
it is like that the superhero aspect, and there's the idea of family and whatnot. In Monsters Inc., it's more of like two different worlds kind of combining. I like that idea more than Incredibles.
In that sense, I see what you mean. I just
What did you say?
I'm stuck on the Incredibles because
Okay. What did Brennan? What did you say?
Incredibles.
Yeah.
I just think
So
So we tied again.
I think we are.
I said Monsters Inc.
Yeah. And I'm going Monsters Inc. as well.
looks like we are tied then.
You know what? I have the spine as we've established. I'm calling this episode Wally's spine.
The spine.
I'm gonna go with the Incredibles.
hold on.
Wait.
Yeah.
On. So I feel like in this case, both sides have to we got to make an even argument. So
No, I already sided with you. The Incredibles.
no, but like
The Incredibles.
it's too easy.
I know, but I was between them. I wasn't sure. I originally picked the Incredibles. Then I
I
went
mean,
back, now
All
I'm
right.
back.
All right. Okay, so just make things even more fair now. Wally switch sides, I will switch sides as well. So we're back to being tied in like a different way. That way it's more fair.
Why is he like this?
I don't know.
I feel that every single day.
Brennan, you're over here telling us to speed it up, and then you're being the speed block.
Yeah. What can I say? It is
You're
a
welcome.
compulsive desire that I have.
Cause chaos.
So what is it? Monsters Inc. or Incredibles?
I vote Monsters
Flip a
Inc.
coin.
finally.
Does anyone have a coin?
I have a coaster.
That's too.
I have a bottle cap.
Here, hold on, Wally. You and me, we're the two hosts. Let's do a rock paper scissors match. If I win, it is The Incredibles. If you win, it's Monsters Inc.
Okay, ready?
Good. I am going to throw a rock. Here we go. Okay.
Every time.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. So what's that? Monsters Inc.
Monsters
then?
Inc.
I don't remember what I said.
Yeah, Monsters Inc.
Yeah, Monsters Inc.
Okay.
Incorporación de Monsters. Next one is Beauty and the Beast versus Oliver and Company. Oliver and Company, I think. Yeah,
I mean,
both are good. I've never actually I take it back. I've never seen Oliver.
see
and
this
Company,
one.
but
This is another hard one though, because when you think about overall quality of movie, there was a reason why Oliver and Company kind of went under the radar.
it's true because Beauty and the Beast, I'm pretty sure followed was like a couple years later.
No, I don't think that's what it was. I just know that when it comes to like when you think of a Disney movie,
Beauty and the Beast is one of the ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that one of the top 5 essential ones? Beauty and the Beast?
I won't say essential just because
It's definitely up there with the Disney princess movies.
Yeah.
Especially like the older version, the older Disney princess movies.
Right.
It is.
Like
this
the
one.
OG princess movie. Yeah, the OG princess.
That movie's not that old.
But like that's what it.
Yeah,
it's,
you're right.
I mean, that's the original one. So
Yeah.
I mean, because there's a clear separation from like starting at Tangled and beforehand with Cinderella, Snow White, and all that,
right.
to now where it's Princess and the Frog and Moana and all of these other like really good stories that they've come to light these days. Like it's like a whole different.
Yeah.
It shifts a lot. I like the princess movies of now more than I like the princess movies of before, but Beauty and the Beast still really does stand the test of time.
Yeah, that's true.
Brennan, what's your opinion?
Abstain.
Thanks, Brennan.
Howard.
You're so helpful.
Howard.
You know what? I'm changing it. Beauty and the Beast is gonna be my answer.
All right,
Yeah.
sweet. Next, we have a fish versus a frog.
I gotta
Finding
go
Nemo versus Princess the Frog.
I gotta go with the frog.
I would go with the frog as well. I think
Yeah.
Princess and the Frog
Yeah.
beats out Finding Nemo. Even though Finding Nemo is a classic, I feel like Princess and the Frog is just a better movie as a whole.
I like 2D animation more than I like 3D animation. That's my reason.
Fair enough.
That's an interesting take.
Also the music.
Okay.
Music.
Next is Wally versus the Jungle Book.
Wally.
I like Wally better.
Wally, yeah.
Thanks. What? Oh.
You're welcome, Wally.
No, it's okay. I'm not that great.
We're doing this all for you here.
I mean,
All just figments of your imagination. That's why we can see RJ.
a Goofy movie versus a Hunchback of Notre Dame.
That's another hard one, man. All of these are starting to get real hard.
Well,
Yeah, I feel like we need to speed this along because especially when it gets to like the final four, it's gonna be impossible. So
Not for Lauren. Not when it's A Nightmare Before Christmas. Or A Nightmare
Oh
Before-
no, absolutely.
okay.
See, my thing is, I'm glad that it's in the top 8 or wherever we are now.
16.
16. It's getting to the top. I am okay with that. If it loses at this point, I know it's a great movie, but I know that it can be that it is not everybody's favorite.
Anyway, with this bracket here, my vote would be for a Goofy movie.
I think so. I think me too.
Yeah.
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 As
Yeah.
much as I like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, Goofy movie just has a better story.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
such horrible handwriting.
Goof. Goof.
Next is Rat versus Little. Those were the annotations that I used.
Little Mermaid or Ratatouille?
I like-
Ratatouille for me.
I like Chicken Little more than I like Ratatouille.
No, sorry,
Little Mermaid.
not Chicken Little.
Oh,
The Little Mermaid for clarification here. I should have
Chicken Little-
specified.
Chicken Little
See-
never made it out of the first round.
see, I'm the only one not looking at the list.
Oh yeah.
So it's been kind of hard.
Ratatouille versus the Little Mermaid. There it is. Oh, you said you didn't like that because you're. Oh no, that was.
That was me.
Who said
Talking
this
about
was
Little Mermaid.
Sorry, you guys are
Rat.
so.
I didn't like the Little Mermaid either.
Right.
So
Oh, okay.
I'll have to say Ratatouille.
Rat.
Let
Rat.
do it.
I mean, like
Rat,
I said,
Rat.
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 Let it do it.
Okay, next is It versus Up. Okay, It means Wreck-It
Wreck-It
Ralph,
Ralph.
apparently. My notation was It.
Very different movie, Brennan, and that's not made by Disney.
Yeah.
My vote would
that's a tough
probably
one.
be
Wreck-It Ralph
for
and it's Up.
my vote would probably be for Wreck-It Ralph. It's close. Up was more like emotional. The story of Up was probably a bit better, but in terms of like as a whole, I think Wreck-It Ralph wins in my mind for me.
Carl's a crotchety old man. A crotchety old man.
But
Not
he's
the
a
biggest fan of
soft
him, but you end up liking him at the end. But yeah, I'll agree with you guys. I'll agree with you guys. It's Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'm voting for Wreck-It Ralph now.
I
I'm torn. I liked them both moderately. So
Urge.
I have a
Or would you
special.
understand?
why is it so? He literally just he wrote
got-
it, but the T is just so long. It's so tall.
it matches Rat well. I also wrote Rat very long.
I cannot wait for y'all to see this. It is amazing.
I'm gonna have to abstain because they're both really good. Wreck-It Ralph, I just have a special place in my heart for.
Okay.
Yeah, here's where it gets hard for me because these are my 2 favorite movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
These are like these this next bracket is my 2 favorite movies. My 2 favorite
So-
animated movies.
This is so early in the bracket to have such a hard one.
Yeah, we have Big Hero 6 versus The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, was
This
it
is hard
Wreck-It
for
Ralph?
me, too. What?
Did Wreck-It Ralph move on?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, this is Big Hero 6 versus The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is hard for me as well.
Out of spite for Lauren. I'm picking Big Hero 6 because I like
No,
the
it's not
Nightmare,
Big Hero
Before
Six.
the Nightmare Before Christmas is a good movie, but I don't like to watch it that much.
Out of spite
is
for
good.
you, doing it out of spite of Lauren, I'm gonna say The Nightmare Before
Oh.
Christmas.
I have to say The Nightmare Before Christmas because I just think it's a general better just overall story than Big Hero 6.
Yeah, but have you read the comics? No, I'm kidding. I have not read the comics either.
So Lauren, you have an important choice here because if you vote against it, your vote is the reason that
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas loses.
I gotta go with Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack and
That's fine. I've been trying to get that movie out of it since like the beginning of time, but anyway. I enjoyed watching it once, and I don't think I could ever watch it again. I don't know. I like the music though. Music's
I
really
watch
good.
it every year.
Can't.
I watch it every
I
year.
watch it every
Um,
Halloween and every Christmas.
Yeah.
I
Actually, you're
wish
not
we
watching
did.
that movie you mentioned earlier.
Now, I do wish Big Hero 6 moved on just because for writing, because 6 is so much easier to write than Night.
Oh, I just did NBC.
I had the number 6 and then the word night. Okay.
NBC.
Next is Alice in Wonderland versus
Coco.
Coco, apparently somewhere else other than Wonderland.
In the underworld.
I gotta say Coco there.
It's Coco. Yeah, Coco.
Nice.
Coco.
Next is I can't.
Inside Out.
Next is Out versus Zoo.
Ooh,
Inside Out
See,
versus-
both of those were they hit so hard in their respective
Mhm.
areas of what they were talking about.
Oh yeah.
It's like which you can't.
Inside Out still has my vote.
Is
No
Utopia? I
offense,
feel
Brennan.
like
What?
No offense, Brennan. And I think we talked about this during our Pixar ranking video.
Yeah.
I think Inside Out is mid.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
I'm thinking
It is
Utopia.
long. It is late. Wow.
What time is it, though?
Shit need, bro.
we are under time constraints. We need to pack because we are leaving town at 9 a.m.
You haven't packed yet? Jesus.
We're mostly packed-ish, kind of not
Okay.
really.
No, we have not started packing at all.
You haven't started packing. I've started packing.
Well, some of us had to work this morning. So.
Oh. Anyway, all right. Well, let's hurry up then. Which one?
Yes.
Zootopia or Inside Out?
Utopia.
We have one vote for Out, one vote for Zoo.
Zootopia. Don't do it. They have they're under time constraint. You have there's a correct decision here.
Inside Out.
I'm gonna have to go with Inside Out.
You're fucking.
Okay. It's a
Cameron.
tie. What do we do? Let's do the soundtrack. I don't think other movie has sound.
No.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I changed my mind.
Zoo?
Zootopia.
Yeah. All right.
Sad.
Inside Out is mid.
200.
Lion King or Fox and the Hound. Wow, that made
Fox
it really
versus
far.
the Lion.
That made it really far. Fox and the Hound.
Because it's a good movie.
It is. I'm
My
surprised.
vote would probably still be for Fox and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Hound.
Me too. Wow.
Yeah, I Lion King is a good movie, but The Fox and the Hound is just pure gold.
All right.
Stop making the F so long.
That's what she said. Mulan versus Monsters Inc.
Mulan.
Yeah, Mulan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is going fast now. I should have sped this up.
Beauty and the
Wow.
Beast or it's just I see P and F and I think Phineas and Ferb. Not Princess and the Frog. The Princess and the
It's-
Frog or Beauty and the Beast.
Princess and
Princess
the
and the
Frog.
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 Yeah. Okay. Cool.
First of all, it's a better princess story.
Well, yeah.
Mm.
So,
Why did I draw an N
Why is that an
instead
N?
of an R?
wow.
Wally or the Goofy movie. Goofy movie.
Wally.
Wally.
I
I
don't
like
like
Wally.
that.
Wally.
as much as most people do. But I also was yelled
Wally.
constantly the name of the movie at me for
So
years.
you have a personal thing against it.
Yeah.
Now
so-
we have Rat versus It.
Wait, was it Wally? Was that the one that moved
Oh,
on?
yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it! I hate myself. Let me
Rat
know.
versus Wreck-It Ralph. My vote would be Rat.
Ratatouille. Yeah.
Yeah, Ratatouille.
Doesn't matter what you pick.
What is
Yeah.
it?
It's not on purpose. You know how hard it is to write.
As much as I'm not the biggest fan of that movie, I have so many Wally things. And by the way, I have, you know how he has a little friend cockroach that's like a real cockroach? I have a robotic cockroach. It's like a reverse.
Nice.
Oh, I don't like that.
My mom doesn't either. My dad got it for me, and she was like, "Why would you do that to me?"
That's
All right.
nightmare.
Nightmare Before Christmas or Coco?
Wait.
Oh, you're putting it up.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna now share my screen again here.
I would like-
to share.
I would like to point out on the bottom right corner, for those who can see, frog.
This was an accident.
That was not an accident.
This was an
You're a
accident.
liar.
I promise. This was,
You were lying.
I don't remember. Hold on. Let me scroll down just so you can see.
The F. Look at the F. It's a rat. He's just been writing E for Wally.
Yeah.
I can barely read this thing anymore.
Let's see. So we have Night versus Coco. That is the Nightmare Before
Oh.
Christmas versus Coco. This is a tough one. I mean,
It's Coco.
I haven't seen Coco. I've heard only good things about it. My vote would probably be Nightmare Before Christmas still.
Nightmare
Just so I'm
Before
not
Coco.
executed after this episode ends. But yes.
It's Nightmare Before Coco.
What are you thinking, RJ?
Urge.
Rouge.
What was everybody's votes?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
I'm torn.
I think Coco.
Okay, so 1-1 and an undecided.
Yeah.
Ah,
And you, which is also undecided.
Nightmare Before Christmas is such a good movie, and I watch it every single year, at least once. But I think Coco had a good actual like story, you know,
Mhm.
because Nightmare
I-
Before Christmas is like there's like a bunch of stuff going on, and it's if you're not paying attention, you kind of will miss one of the stories that's happening. But with Coco, it's like everything's coherent, everything is, you know, you understand what's going on from the get-go.
And I think with Nightmare Before Christmas too is that, you know, it is older. So, you know, a lot of newer movies, they learned a lot and how to create something that truly like speaks to its audience more.
Yeah.
And Nightmare Before Christmas is a fantastic movie and I will love it with all my heart, but I think Coco just has a better story.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for this first C that I drew.
I would
It
just
just
like,
looks.
I would just
it
like
looks-
to point out that 6 that Brendan wrote that we can see on screen is literally perfect. That is the perfect.
Yeah.
Everything else, like Coco, you can't. Right where it says Allison Coco.
That one looks horrible.
That's awful.
That's the worst one I've written this entire time.
Also, I'd like to point out Maloon.
Maloon.
Okay. Next one is Zootopia and Fox and the Hound. Sorry, Zoo
Yes.
Fox.
I need to
Both
take a phone call.
have foxes. Oh,
Sci
what's your
Fox?
vote here?
Dumb bunny.
It's Zoo versus Fox.
Zootopia.
Dumb bunny.
Okay, so Lauren's vote is for Zootopia. Mine's probably for Zootopia as
Yeah,
well.
mine is Zootopia. Are they?
Okay, that was easy.
Oh, I guess it's mine,
Fox
right?
and Hound, but yeah, it doesn't matter. 3-1.
Maloon versus Frog.
Moon versus Frog.
This one's tough. I
Mm,
think I'm
tough
still
one
gonna go
for
with
me.
Frog. Princess and
I
Frog.
still
though.
have to go with Frog.
Yeah,
What
it would
the-
be a Frog for me as well.
We gotta save the final round for when Lauren gets back.
Yes, but we still have one more here. Well, or you saying save this one for Lauren. Let's
Oh,
vote
no,
because
I just meant like the last. What is it?
Oh,
the
yes.
4?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what is
Wally
it?
or Ratatouille?
Wally all the way.
this is a
Ratatouille.
tough one for me. I think a rat still wins
Yeah, me too.
for me. Okay, so we could wait for Lauren to get back, see what she says, but I think she's been voting for rat
Yeah.
pretty strongly here. Are we safe to say she would vote for rat here and then like move on?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
All right, Coco. Oh no, wait. We're gonna wait.
We're gonna wait.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Brennan.
It just gets bigger every time.
For those of you who can't see this, first off, go to our YouTube channel and just watch this. If you can't see it and refuse to do that, Brennan wrote the R way too big, and the rest of the word A rat. A tiny. It's a tiny, tiny T. Jeez.
I wrote an appropriately sized rat. Now, yeah. Now we have Coco versus Zootopia here. Would you like to discuss our thoughts about these two options first here, and then like wait till Lauren gets back to like vote?
Yeah. RJ, why don't you go first?
So with Zootopia, the message of, I feel like with these two movies, the messages are really what they're going for, of like what's the important part.
Mhm.
I feel like Zootopia's message is put across a lot stronger, and a lot less optimistic, because with Coco, it's, you know, it's really just about keeping the memory of your family alive, and, you know, including the ones that aren't here anymore, all the way, and, you know, just keeping generational memories and stories like that going, because that's how a lot of culture, not just, you know, not just Hispanic culture, but just culture in general, that's how we as humans get by. But with Zootopia, it's like, it should be such a simple concept for, why can't we all just get along and all have the same rights and be treated the same? But Zootopia makes it so that you can see clearly what the problem is with people, and it's just everybody's afraid, and fear causes confusion, and fear makes them, you know, makes people not want to, you know, be part of whatever else is what is making them afraid. So I feel like in that aspect, Zootopia is the better movie.
Interesting. Very well said. Very well said. Lauren, you have an opinion?
I'm sorry.
Coco versus Zootopia.
Coco versus
versus
Zootopia. Ignore this giant R, please.
Her face.
We can't ignore the giant R.
I'm trying my hardest here.
How about you have this G just distract you from the giant R? That's probably fair.
I will be distracted instead by Goof.
Goof.
You couldn't even write the Y?
No.
I also love this corner of rat, goof, it. None of these words make sense. In terms of Coco versus Zootopia, I would go Zootopia. I think that it deals with it because one of the big things about it is bringing serious issues that people experience. Like that's what Inside Out did. It brought mental health issues into the light for like people to understand, for kids to understand. I think Zootopia does that really well, and I think that because of that, it ranks above Coco. As much as Coco is a good, you know, it is a fantastic story, it has a fantastic soundtrack, I think that Zootopia just, it weighs a little heavier, especially right now.
Brennan?
I don't think it's as fair if I vote, because I'm not as familiar with Coco because I haven't seen it here, and this is like an important round, so I am abstaining.
Okay, it's the final four. You cannot abstain.
That
You cannot
means
abstain.
okay. Well, then
Final
I'm
four, you
voting
cannot
for
abstain.
Zootopia. Zootopia wins. Anyway,
Yeah, well, okay, yeah, I was gonna say Coco, but that's just because it's closer to my heart, and I figured Zootopia was going to win. That's why I had Brennan go next. So okay, that O was almost perfect, almost.
So close.
Almost.
Now we have frog versus rat.
I gotta say the frog.
Ratatouille.
The
I'm sitting with rat.
I think I'm also gonna go with Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is not deserved. They're both amazing movies, and it should not have had to happen
Stop.
like this. But
Stop.
It did.
Stop. Stop. Stop it. No.
yes. I love the chaos.
That is so cursed.
Brennan's writing in the font of Slender Man.
Why are you close to the A?
Our final two
So okay.
Zoo versus rat.
That's zoo versus like standing in the back corner, completely dark, eyes illuminated rat. That's
Yes.
what that is.
People
Oh,
who
yes.
watch this will understand.
Cryptid.
I got it. I don't know, man. Zootopia is just such a good movie. And it's so
And that's consistent with how you voted, because you voted against Ratatouille every time. Not every time, but
I mean, I don't dislike Ratatouille. I just think
there are better ones.
there are better stories than a rat taking over a man to cook in a kitchen.
You know, when you say it like that,
I
you're
mean,
kind of right.
because it's cool, it's well animated, and from the rat's perspective, yeah, I get it.
Ratatouille might be my favorite Disney movie or my favorite Pixar movie. I'm still gonna go pick Zootopia though.
Zootopia just makes more sense when we're talking
Yeah.
about
This
just
is a
quality in
tough
movies.
one for me because, like, obviously, like Ratatouille is one of my favorite animated movies, but like in terms of like best movie, I think Zootopia might win.
Yeah, I would vote for Zootopia, and I just want to play like kind of devil's advocate because I think Ratatouille. I think a lot of people miss out on the deeper meaning or the deeper like message in Ratatouille because it is like him starting off and being different than the rest of his family, and everybody's telling him he's wrong and he should just shut up and conform, and then him following his passion. Like I feel like that's in Zootopia. It's a lot more specific in the message that it's trying to give. In Ratatouille, it kind of gives this broader sense of, being that person who goes against and follows their dreams and ends up succeeding and then gains the respect of which he didn't need. And that was the whole big thing, was like he wanted to bring his love of cooking back to his family, into his community, because he thought it could enrich their lives, but he wasn't necessarily looking for their validation, I don't think. So if we're gonna read into Zootopia, I think we should also read into Ratatouille in that same sense.
Wait, so you're telling me the main overarching story lesson in Ratatouille is not everyone can cook?
I'm saying that
Yes.
I'm saying that I live with somebody who makes microwave meals 24/7.
Not 24/7. I never make microwave meals between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. That's a zero microwave.
Anybody can cook, but I think anybody can. I think it also has a deeper thing to it.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
maybe,
you're absolutely
maybe
right.
can't cook. I don't know.
I mean, no, like the whole point of that saying is like is it not that anyone can cook? It's that like anyone can cook. Feels like emphasize like the wrong word. Yeah, it's not like, oh, everybody can cook and cook well. It's that like anybody has the potential to like learn and become a great chef.
I don't think you needed to dissect that as much as he did.
But like,
I mean,
but like,
wait, what's your?
it's not as specific as that. My vote is so. Wait, sorry. What vote did you have?
My vote is still with Zootopia.
Same. My vote's for Zootopia as well. I feel like both of your guys' votes are for Zootopia here.
yeah.
All right. Drum roll, please. Our winner by a slim margin is Ratatouille. Congratulations. I'm just kidding.
What?
It's
He just wanted to write.
Zootopia.
He just wanted to write rat
If you're
again.
gonna start, I'll just write it in the slot that it gave.
I'm gonna also write in the slot.
Oh no!
here.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh
No.
no! Oh no! Oh no!
It's so horrible.
Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Okay, wait.
It immediately got bad when you said that. Zootopia.
Hold on. I'm taking the reins.
I'm very confused right now. Oh, it's a bunny.
Yeah.
I thought it was a penis hat.
No, for those who cannot or not watching this video on YouTube, I drew a bunny. Brennan has drawn a carrot, a surprisingly good carrot.
All right. Well,
if you want.
according to the Chip
Wait,
Roasting
wait.
podcast and guests Brennan, and sorry, guests Lauren and RJ.
It's a carrot.
The best Disney animated movie is Zootopia.
Yep.
And
Even though the final four were all really good,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just
and
Oh,
any of
yeah.
them could have been number one.
I think any one of them could have really taken home the cake, but Utopia just hopped its way above the competition.
All right, so just in
that
case
was
this,
horrible. That was so bad.
That was the purpose. Thank you.
so just in case, okay, if you all stayed to the end, thank you. This will
Are you
probably
doing more? I say we just hard cut right here. No ending, no outro. Just bam.
I'm sure this is very hard to listen to, and I'll let you know on Monday when I listen to it. But thank you guys for listening. If you want to see more, follow our Instagram at Chip Roasting. If you want to follow, and don't forget to subscribe to Brennan's channel because he might eventually, maybe, possibly upload content. Not Brennan, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Wolfgate Entertainment. Don't follow Lauren on his social media. He deleted the internet. RJ deleted the internet.
I got a
Which
new
is
internet.
unfortunate because
Oh,
now
he got a new internet.
I got a new internet. That's why I've been gone so long.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Real shit will return eventually.
Soon. We're working on figuring out our schedule because I just got finally a stable job. So
Yeah, go stable job.
Sweet.
yeah,
Congrats.
Like 2 days. Wow.
Cool.
I've been so tired.
Anyway,
Anyway,
have to go. Have to run. We'll see you in 2 weeks for more of filler episodes while we wait for content to return.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Peace.
Peace.